going on like Marvin Gaye. I keep going K, just pardon me. You new to the game like Shawshank. I gotta let go like love, forgive me. You know we in the house. We gotta go up like chimney. It's not just on me, it's in me. Devil, you can pull up in the hood if you want to. South Park, who killed Kenny? Father, Son, Holy Ghost. You don't want smoke with any. With any. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. Big go, big eye, big go, big eye, big go, big eye, big go, let's go, let's go.
I need bass, attention on me, call me bae. Money bass, it took my soul, you buy me bae. Greed and sway.
Yo, yo, yo.
The demon stepping, blew them thing back like Christmas past. Let go, let Christ, let go, live life. Can't help myself, you took them stripes, you took my strife. How I can't forget them folks, but try to leave my way. I mean it, Memphis Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome in, welcome in.
I'll take my hands off. I wake in the morning and get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God, let me go catch my red eye.
All right. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. How y'all doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. All right, let's get the clubhouse in here. What? Let's run it. Let's run it. My boy, YOLO Trader in the house. Yo, yo, yo. All right, well, welcome in. Welcome in. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Okay, cool. All right, Clubhouse is on the way. Yeah.
I've been running this race so long that why I keep my top down. Live on my head cause I can't wear the crown too low. Never gon' bow down. Everybody out there running games so they pass on me. Treat 'em like a op. Bow. When I came up, they were whooping but was still on a leash. People gon' talk down. They gon' in love.
Okay, well, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hope you guys are well. Let's get the party started. Clubhouse in the building. All right. All right. Who we got here? Stevie Mac in the building. 3 ants in the house. Mr. Lopez is here. What up, Vishal? Only Bands. YOLO Traders here. Z Gamer in the house. What up, Z Gamer? Chief Joseph used his coupon. That's a smart man right there. King Man. That's a smart man right there. I know I like King Joseph from the very jump. What up, Wokey? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. What up, Energy? Let's get this party started. Let me switch over the music. Okay, cool. Clubhouse, how we feeling? All right, everyone is here. I think we're good to go. Excuse me. What up, Play? Louis G in the house. What's up? Don't mind gold. Just, yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Let's go over here. But, yeah, hope you guys are well. Welcome in. It is a new day. New opportunity here. We got King Man to join us real quick. And yeah. Hope you guys are doing well. Asian session last night. We did go long in Asian. Nothing in London, but we'll see if we can pop something here in New York today. Yes, sir. What up, Earl? Yo, OGH, GK, DeMarco. Clubhouse pouring in. What up, everyone? My bad. 577 comments or new messages. Whoops. All right, there we go. There we go. What's up, Bryce? Congrats to everyone who passed their combines yesterday, passed their challenges. Congratulations to everyone that qualified for payouts yesterday. Today was a big day. Yesterday, was a big day. Today will be an even bigger one. So let's go ahead and pray, and then we will begin. Father in heaven, Lord, we just come to you in the name of Jesus, Lord. We just thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for putting this team together, Lord, this community together, for unifying us, Lord, and for using us to make each other better, Lord. I just give you the glory for what's taking place here. By no means can I take any credit, Lord. I just thank you for allowing me to lead this group and speaking through me, Lord, and I just give you the glory. I thank you for what you're doing in the hearts and the minds of those in attendance. And Lord, we just give you all the glory for your presence here today, and we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. 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 It ain't me, man. It ain't me. All right, let's go ahead and get King Man up out of here so we can get to business. All right, say bye-bye. Say see ya, everyone. All right. Now we take care of grown folk business. All right. Well, welcome in, everyone. Let me lower the music a little bit. How y'all doing? Good to see you guys. Let's lower that. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and talk about today. Today is April. What is today? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, April 9th. There's not much going on for us today. Excuse me. There is a little bit of like crude oil inventory, some yellow folders. You have a little meeting with the Fed. Excuse me, a little bit later on today. That's going to be at 2 p.m. here. So nothing too crazy in terms of any news, right? So we're pretty chill. Tomorrow we do have CPI coming in, so that's going to be pretty big. But today we're just rolling with the price action in front of us. So speaking of the price action in front of us, let's go ahead and get into it. Today's another day, another opportunity for us to be disciplined and pay attention to that price action and respect ourselves and our trading plan. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. Let's do a fresh breakdown and let's get into it. If you guys can like the stream, give the stream a like for me. That'd be great. Later, King Man. Yeah, King Man's out. King Man's out. What up, the real Sam? Oh, no music in Zoom. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. All right, cool. We good? Talk to me. We good? Good? All right, cool. You guys can hear me, right? All right, perfect. Okay, cool. Music is going to get lowered right now. Perfect. All right, well, let's get into it here because this is a new day. So we got a new day. Yesterday was fantastic, but whatever happened yesterday, it happened yesterday, right? So let's get into today, and let's take a look at the charts here. So notice how we did close. Where's my tools at? Excuse me, my voice is cracky here today. Let me grab these. Perfect. Did a lot of talking yesterday. A lot of talking. Okay, so let's take a look here. We got support here. We have this range that we have officially entered, right, as we have witnessed this big move down here on gold, right? Now let's talk about yesterday's candle here. We have yesterday's candle that closed basically doji, right? And you would think that it would be a little bit of a celery play and we would target that support right away once we break the lows. Now, the only thing is we broke these lows here in the first hour of the open of the candle before we ever had a top wick, right? So that's why we went long in Asian last night, is because there was no top wick. We broke the low in the first hour. Very high chance we were going to at least come back up towards that zone right there. So price clearly ends up making a much steeper top wick now, right? So we officially did break these highs here, and we broke the other candles highs, right? So we're moving on up pretty aggressively at this point. A lot of news, a lot of fundamental stuff is affecting price right now. Although there's no red folders and things of that nature, there's a lot of other things happening that is really impacting the price of gold here. So we are pushing back up. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour is continuing up as well. We came right into this resistance here and ended up somewhat closing above here, right? So now you get this candle starting to push up, filling these wicks, and yeah, this thing is just on a mission right now, on a mission. So what do we do in this case? Right, there's still an hour and 45 minutes left on this 4 hour candle here. So we have two options, right? You can wait it out, wait for some sort of a pullback, make sure we close above this range, right? Still, because anything above this area here, you are definitely filling the wick up here. So let me show you guys that wick. Yeah, right there. So anything above there, I'm basically remaining bullish. And above there, when I say above there, I mean 3058.6. So if we can remain above there, I will remain bullish here. If we do start rejecting though, and the 4 hour starts breaking the previous lows, then we've got some potential like fake out things going on here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour has nothing but clean traffic. You know, there's nothing but clean traffic. There's nothing stopping price action here, right? So the only thing that could really stop us is just the trend itself. So notice how we've kind of made these small little dips, right? So maybe we get this small little dip, NY open and all that pushes us down, and then 915 we really pump up here. So that's kind of my plan. We do have a lot of clean range moving up to 3134. Let's take a look at the 30. The 30 is kind of trying to move bearish here. Maybe this is what we are running into right here. So 3096 has a resistance. I think if we can play that here today, that'll help us out a lot, right? Above there is super clean range. You got clean range for about, what was that? 52 pips. 52 pips. So it's all clean above there. We're right at that point now. So here's what my plan is. My plan is either to wait for a small little pullback like this, and then a potential closure above that resistance there. Something like that, right? Or maybe have a deeper pullback, right? Something that looks more so like this, where candles come down, retest this zone, create some sort of support down there, and then begin to travel back up, right? Something like this. Boom, something like that. And now we move back up, filling that range, and then potentially going higher here today. So that's the plan. That's the plan. So let's see what we can get out of it. And yeah, we'll just wait on price action. Yeah, if we just keep pumping up, it's just gone. It's just gone. Yeah, 520 pips. Yep. Yeah, it's wild. So the ranges are massive here. So we'll see if we can entertain any trades today. Beautiful trade yesterday. Lovely 930 fake out there. We'll see if we can get something like that today. Cool. What up, Eric P? Yeah, 520 pips. I know. It's wild. It's wild. He said, I'm just here to watch. I don't blame you, bro. I'm not playing here. Gold ain't playing. Let me see something. Clip it, Dylan. Clip it. King Man, the banana boy, wants to run right back in here. How'd you guys do, though? Did you guys take anything in London, Asian? What'd you guys do here today? Anything? It's going up now, probably. Most likely. Subscribe to the clubhouse yesterday. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Get ready for the time of your life. Yeah, let's get to work. Whatever you do, make sure that you just make the adjustments and the improvements that you have to make. Keep this thing very simple, and let's just win. Man, excuse me. What up, Rafi? I am taking a payout today. I'm going to take $7,000 here. Another $7,000 from Top Step. So I'm up 4,700 beans on 3 accounts. So time to take some money. Not going to touch that account today. Kingman dropped some juice on my floor. Let's see. Yeah, man, we took a nice little trade in Asian last night. That was right here. So we had this range marked off, support, resistance, and we were just chilling. Waiting. This candle kind of like, I think, got people excited, right? And that was the liquidity. So buyers were activated on the next candle. We drive down, we stop them out with this guy, we close above. That's where the real traders get in, and the patient traders and the disciplined traders, and then we just take this elevator ride straight up, right? Because we closed above the range, right? We were free to continue moving at that point, and that's where the volume happened to come in. So yeah, it was a beautiful move up, and I closed my position right around here, in this area here, but then we ended up juicing like an extra, like probably 75 pips. So it was a big move. Big moves in Asian, baby. For those of you guys that ain't in Asian anymore, or Asian session in the clubhouse, you must return. It's getting crazy. 15-minute time frame. Yep. Okay, perfect. So this is good. We want to see a nice move down here on gold. Give us something nice, a good solid pullback. If we could take buys from right around this zone here, that would be perfect. Some sort of pullback, and then bam, create support, and then we'll fill that wick when our next batch of volume comes in. Yeah, TopOne and Top Step. Yeah, they're both using Project X, so it's pretty cool. This one's a straight to sim funded, so this is this one's already like quote unquote funded, and I don't think anyone has straight to sim with Project X yet. So this is pretty dope. Yeah, I'm up $3,300 here on this account. Yeah, let's take a look at NQ here too as well. So let's go ahead and see what we got. So daily time frame. So we are bearish. I am very, very bearish here on NQ. This looks really good. 4 hour trying to move itself down too. 1 hour, you know, needs a bit of a pullback. We're coming into resistance here. If we can get somewhat of a pullback, coming back into like 17,119, that would be amazing. So something like this. Little pullback right into this zone. Nobody knows nothing. We create a little resistance up here, and then whoop, you know, but down we go. So if we can do that, that'd be great. Like, especially if we can do that between now and 9:15, 9:30, that would be awesome. So everything looks super clean on the daily. I love how this daily candle looks. Anytime NQ looks like this, you usually will see like a bit of a melter. So yeah, let's see. 4 hours got support here though, so we gotta be careful. Young grasshopper. All right, we got support, so we got to make sure we're seeing the right things on the other time frames in order for us to take a A+ setup here. Yeah, something like this would be perfect. A little bit of a pullback, because if we want to take a sell, what should we ask ourselves right now? Well, I like to sell off resistance, so where is the nearest one? So if we look for the nearest one, it's going to be up here. And if we measure that, that is 410 pips from current price. Can you hear Raja's voice in your head? You fill in the blank. right? So what we need to do here is we need to wait for price action to pull back. And what that means is you got to get a couple bullish candles, 1 or 2 should be fine, right? And then we form resistance here, and then we can start taking our sells again, right? Somewhere up here where now if you're going to take a sell and you say, hey, well, where's my nearest resistance? Now you can say, well, it's right here. Bam. So that calls for an A+ setup. You're in the higher time frame direction, and from there, that's where you should see a pretty big move. So that's what I'll wait for on NQ. Boom, boom. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. Just bought a TopOne futures using TTE code. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. I told them boys, y'all better be ready to pay up. We coming. We've already taken so much from Top Step here. So I don't think I'm going to trade this account today because I've got my mind fixed on taking this payout. So I am up I'm up 4,700 on 3 accounts, 300Ks. So I'm going to go ahead and take so that's 14,000 total. So I'm going to go ahead and take 7,000, take half of it today, and then I'll just work with the 7,000 that's left and continue to build it back up. Or blow the accounts and restart, or start over with TopOne, or I don't know, whatever. We'll see what happens. Did we pray already? Yeah, all the time. Right in the beginning of the stream, baby. It's always better when it's blessed. Always better when it's blessed. What tool do I use to draw the candles? It's not on Top Step. It's on Zoom. So I have a Zoom call running, and these are just tools that are within Zoom. What up, Jamil? Yo, yo. All right, we need a melter here on gold. Perfect. This is exactly what we want to see. We need a melter here. So we definitely want to pay attention at 66 and see how we do. Yeah, keep in mind this is our previous range here that we were in before the push up. So let's see, we're retesting that zone now. So let's see where we can kind of do, maybe create support and then move back up. And we've got plenty of range now. So before, when we were looking to take buys, getting all caught up, right? It's only 100 pips there, you know what I mean? Who would even care for that, right? Now we got, 300 pips. So, and a lot of buyers are activated here, by the way, because a lot of people miss the move, quote unquote, and they go, I got to get in here at some point, so they enter on the break of these highs. Nobody knows nothing, right? And then price just slam. Wipes them out, right? They're like, surely price won't break through there. Hello, right? And price knows what it's doing. It's funny, sometimes we think we're a little smarter than price, right? You don't want to be smart, you just want to understand price. You don't want to try and be smarter than price. Gold could be setting up for, yeah, exactly. It is setting up. Right? How many times have we seen this? Over and over and over and over. Right? You guys are getting it now, right? We look for the same things every day. Right? All we need at this point is a bullish closure, and then we are going to look for buys. It's that simple. You guys are trying to take buys now. When it hits the thing, it comes crashing down even far. Like, just wait for confirmation. Chilling. Yeah, only 100 pips. I mean, that's not even worth it. My stop losses are 100 pips these days. We've got some awesome cool, colorful backgrounds going on here in the clubhouse today. Mr. Dylan, Mr. Rafi, and Mr. Hero of the Day. What's up, boys? How y'all doing? Speaking of that, I actually have a new YouTube video dropping titled My Favorite Trading Setup. What do you guys think it is? What do you think that video is going to be about? What concept? All right, this is looking good. This is looking good. 24 seconds on the closure. Now you want to be sure here because comics could push us up just to push us right back down here. So let's see how the 15-minute responds here. If the 15-minute can do something like this, try and attempt to fill that wick again, right? But fail, close all weak like that, then I think the fade has a good shot. If not, we wait for an actual, or I'll wait for an actual bullish closure and then look to take the buys. Yeah, once a candle closes bullish, then that's my green light. How you doing? What up, Benji? What's good? What's good? So, yeah, so basically this month so far has been performance has been extremely well. So, I am basically the first trade of the day or the first trade of the month was really the only loss, like the only losing day. There was still a couple losses, but the only losing day. So 16,000, I'm going to take, half of that here with Top Step. Some of that has to do with TopOne too, but whatever's a part of Top Step, which is 14,000, I'm just going to take half of that today, run a payout, get paid, and then just keep it moving. Yeah, so I'm not going to trade any of my Top Step accounts today. Just going to trade TopOne here. But mainly been sticking to 1 to 2 trades a day. Yesterday I was just kind of sample sizing a few things with NQ. So there was just a bunch of like 3 or 4 little trades in there. But other than that, it was just 2 trades. 1 in London, 1 in New York. Yeah, New York session yesterday was straight money. Straight money. This is the trade that we took yesterday. We took this trade at 9:30, and this one was just picture perfect here. So you had candles close. So yesterday, the way we read yesterday's daily candle was true professionalism. Like the previous daily closed bearish, right? And this is the coolest part about the clubhouse because we meet every Asian session. So we talk about this stuff, right? And how to follow the daily candle and really understanding what candles are designed to do, right? So candles are designed to open up, make a top wick before moving down, right? So when do you think that top wick is typically going to be formed, right? So if you're following that daily candle based off of 4-hour time frame, you understand that, hey, in Asian and London or Asian and pre-London, we can get that wick up, right? We can get this top wick established before coming back down later in New York. So that's why in Asian session, we took buys. We took buys. I think they were somewhere over here. Maybe this one or, yeah, was it this one? Buys here. Then we took buys in London, which I don't think we took them on this time frame. But they were up, I think they were above here, right? And then later we take sells, right? Because why did we switch our bias? So why did we go from long in Asian in London and then short in New York? Very simple. If you understand the way the daily candle is operating, in Asian and London, we took our time to make this top wick. That's where we took all our longs, right? And then in New York session, now that that top wick is formed right up here, would be this top wick here. Now we can look to see if we can get price from up here to start moving back down, right? To make its bearish move. So yesterday we followed that to the T, and it worked out perfect because our sells that we took yesterday, which were right here on this fake out, they were taken like right here, right? So they were taken as that daily candle still looked bullish like this. And all we did was took this trade, and this trade just pushed us down, pushed us down, pushed us down, where we went even further yesterday, and then we kind of ended up closing like that. So the higher time frame, lower time frame has everything to do with the trades we take, when we take them, what our bias is, and typically the 4 hour is going to lead you every single time, because the 4 hour is going to be bullish, right? Because of that push up. So Asian and London, you're going to be able to feed off that 4 hour. But notice how when we got to the desk yesterday for New York session, the 4 hour was starting to lose a lot of steam, right? You were coming into that resistance level. You were starting to get smaller and smaller candles. Those are signs that are telling you, hey, this top wick is most likely established. The 4 hour is getting weaker, and this is where we can start our way down here. So, and all we did was wait for this fake out, right? All we did was wait for this candle to close back in the range, or back below the range here. Clearly buyers were activated right here on the break of these highs, and then we just took advantage of that clean traffic, right? Understanding the daily time frame, getting ready to move back down there. So pretty simple trade. Very, very simple concept once you begin to understand it and learn it really well. All right, perfect. 15's looking good here. 15's looking good. Anybody have any questions about that concept and that idea, that trade, anything at all? If we go back to the 4 hour, I'll show you what I mean. This is where we were beginning to lose steam yesterday, right here. Right? So that was our candle that we kind of took the sells on. I believe it was this one. Let me see. No, it was this one. So that was our candle that we took the sells on, where we just started melting. And look how much further we pushed there yesterday. So just beautiful, just beautiful price action on the daily. And then you get the daily candle to start pumping back up, towards the end of the day. Just beautiful. What up, J Coop? Yo. All right. Would you rather this 15-minute break the lows of the last 15-minute or not break it? It doesn't really matter to me. It looks like we did break it. So, because they're both good, right? So if you don't break it and you respect it, that's good, right? And if you do break it and don't push down after breaking it and come back up and close like weak bullish, I mean, that's also good too. So they're both pretty good. What's not good is if this candle closes like this. Stronger bearish. But it doesn't matter if this respects or breaks, right? Either sign is good if, big if though, like if the candle actually closes, super weak. Good question though, good question. New video? I'll drop one today. Yeah, I got a yesterday daily recap coming in. I also have that other video I told you guys about. And I have another video, more of like a psychology video of me just kind of talking to the camera, just really giving my thoughts about 1 to 2 trades a day, especially if you're in trouble right now and you're having issues with over trading and over risking and kind of letting the markets get the best of you. I think that video will help you out. Yeah, you can work one-on-one with me. I have a program called the Elite Program where I meet with you once or bi-weekly or once a month and do full trade reviews, examine everything, kind of give you feedback, point you in the right direction, and pretty much get you profitable and get you to be an unstoppable human being. Right? I'll help you fix your mindset. I'll help you fix your technicals and really point you in the right direction, not just here at on the desk, but in life itself. Can you say how you made all your investments back? Absolutely. Yeah, thank God for prop firms because they allowed me to double up big time on my money. I mean, so pretty much right now, I would say realistically, I'm up about probably 60,000 on the year. So I know it says 100,000 here, but the first couple weeks, or really the first month and a half, these were mostly combines right here, and I just kept them on here. So I would say from about early March, late February to early March, all have been like more so live accounts. So I haven't spent more than like 60,000 on combines and stuff. So my ROI is 100% back. Like that's just what I made this year. Never mind last year, the year before, the year before. So yeah, I think I'm ROI positive now, man. Probably been ROI positive for the last 3 years, to be honest. But yeah, this is my performance this year. Been a steady incline, taking a few little dips and hits, but nothing unhealthy. This is exactly what I would dream about in my dreams right here. So I'm very happy, very satisfied with the performance. I'm being patient. I'm being disciplined. I'm taking chart time serious, right? I'm in the charts. I'm on the charts a lot, but only taking the best positions that I know of, right? So I'm not forcing anything, letting everything come to me. When you do that, you'll average in these little base hits, you know what I mean, on a regular basis, and then you're gonna get your little doubles, you're gonna get your little triples, you're gonna get your little grand slams and home runs, right? You let that stuff come to you as a trader. You don't go get it. You don't force it, right? These big legs up are not forced. They are just happen to be at the right place at the right time with the right size, and that's it. And look, I would look up to traders, 8-figure traders that told me all about how to do this with your P&L. Remember, I've been talking to you guys for a year and a half now about this, ever since my meeting with the 8-figure trader in February of last year, right? Where you have your P&L kind of inclined like this, but understanding conditions in the markets helps you size up on the right trades and then begin to play at these new levels here, right? So, just that's been extremely helpful for me. Just confidence in, taking my base hits, and then when the right opportunities present themselves, being willing to, pop off and take a good trade. So, yeah. But April, so far, so good. April Fool's Day, the market fooled me. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So, but really, really big day yesterday. I think this is my biggest day of the year. Over $5,000 yesterday between XFAs and TopOne winnings. So probably my biggest day of the year yesterday, but none of that matters here today. So we got to earn it again. We got to earn it again. Literally a dream come true. Literally. Like, I turned to my wife yesterday. I said, honey, I made $5,000 in the market today. Like this is insane. You know what I mean? To the point where it's like she remembers where I used to just be like, yo, if I can make $10,000 a month in the market, that would be the most amazing thing ever. Like, oh my God. And here I am up in 7 trading days now, right? 5 years later, up $16,000. In 7 days, never mind 10,000 in a month, right? So that's why the word says he'll do exceedingly abundantly above and beyond all that we can even think of or imagine is possible, right? So you got to stick with the promises, and you got to keep your head down and do the work. One thing you guys can say is I'm consistent, right? I'll be here every day, make sure I got my chart time, make sure I get my reps in, and I just show up, look for the best trade. That's it. I don't do anything too special. Just consistent. Is it normal on starting drawdown in the first 2 weeks? I mean, it is what it is. Me and my brother Joe played golf the other day. We went down 2 strokes. Austin and Clay had us on the first hole. You know what I mean? It's just, that's how the game started. We didn't want it to start that way, but we had 18 holes to go, and we had to pick up the pace and make sure we stayed in the game. So that's what you have to do. You got to just pick up the pace, continue taking good trades, stay in the game, come back up, and there's nothing wrong with a little drawdown from time to time. How long did it take me to feel comfortable at that point? making consistent profits? Yeah, like 3 years in. Like 3 years in is when I started to get some confidence, where I started to say, hey, you know, this actually, you know, it's not like a one-time thing. It's, whoa, it's coming in this week and this week and this week and this week, and holy crap, you know. So you just kind of look back at your trading and you go, wow, I think I could say I'm profitable now. But again, you know, what is profitable trading? Because a lot of traders, they have a total misunderstanding of all that, right? They think once you have a profitable month, that's it. You're profitable forever. And that's just not the case. So, right? Like, did you hear what I said? I was like, yeah, yesterday I bet my big day, 5,000, blah, 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 blah. But today's the 9th, and, you know, that don't mean nothing, right? So today we got to go out and earn that profit again and stick to our rules and have respect for ourselves and our trading plan, and make sure we're keeping our why, right, and our in the front center of our mind, so that way we don't make stupid decisions here, right? Let other traders make stupid decisions, not you. Not you, not me. Over here, we're going to make smart, wise decisions that our future self will thank you for. And if you don't like that, then you're probably in the wrong room, right? But if you feel that and you want to do that, then you're in the right place at the right time, and it's time for you to grow. You know, get out your comfort zone, start doing things you wouldn't normally do, and just, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? All right, you guys ever seen Rush Hour? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? All right, just understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Any advice on for new traders trying to learn? Yes, learn. Learn. Don't earn. Don't earn. It's not your time to earn. It's your time to learn. So if you could understand that and say, hey, I'm going to learn for the next 2 to 5 months and not focus one bit on the earn part, within 2 to 5 months, you'll be earning more money than you ever thought possible. And you got to believe it, and you got to really get into the learning mode, right? Learning comes before earning. Most traders completely confuse that. They get in, first day they want to make money. Crazy. I was there. Been there, done that. Johnny Gems, how are you, bro?
Yo, yo, yo.
What's poppin'?
What's good, my brother? How we feeling?
Amazing, bro. Honestly, best day of my life. I thought yesterday was going to be the best day of my life, but I'm really thinking it's going to be today.
Wrong.
Yeah. I'm really feeling today now.
Facts, bro. Same
Yeah,
here,
how
bro.
about you?
Today's feeling like the best. Same, bro. Today's feeling like the best day of my life as well. I'm ready to crush it.
Yeah. Speaking about learning, so Johnny Gems, I remember I'm his older brother, as most of you guys know, and I remember him starting his trading journey from the very jump. And this man, for 1 full year, he understood when he understood the answer to that question about learning, right? Because for 1 full year, my man didn't even have an account, didn't even trade, like, nothing, right? Did you trade a demo or not? Didn't even trade a
bro,
demo.
Just paper traded.
Just paper traded.
And just collected screenshots.
That's insane. So how were you able to do that for so long without getting antsy in the market and trying to, like, just be this hot shot day trader?
Yeah, bro, because I was about learning. I was process focused. I was about progressing.
So that kind of sounds like you understood that there's a bit of like a sowing and a reaping process, and you wouldn't expect to plant a seed and the very next day eat the fruit.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
I see.
Exactly that.
I see. So nature teaches us a lot of the things that, you know, we think we know, but we don't, right? So if you're willing to learn, you will eventually earn. If all you have in mind is earn, you'll get nowhere. You'll continue to spin your tires because at the first couple losses, you run to another strategy or another system, not understanding that that's the work of the trader. The work of the trader needs to learn through failure. So.
Yep, I understood, bro. Before I could earn any money, I got to learn how to actually earn money. So I was all about learning from the jump. Hell yeah.
Well, every time I hear him say that, I think of the scene in Coach Carter where he goes, all right, guys, practice. Today we're going to practice without a basketball. How many guys are willing to practice without a basketball for a week or 2 or 3 or 4, or as long as it takes for you to really lock in, right? Vince Lombardi used to say every year, gentlemen, he used to talk to these professional football players, Hall of Famers. He said, gentlemen, this is a football, right? And they're like, coach, obviously we know this is a football, but he wanted to bring them back to the basics. Like, don't think you're some fancy pantsy hot shot because you made the playoffs last year, you did this last year. Like, to this year we regroup, we stick to the basics, we stick to what we know works, and we play our game, right? And that's how I see every single trading session. When I come to a new session, it's like, all right, this is a football, right? Let's continue to stick to the basics. Let's continue to stick to what pays us on a day-to-day basis. And anything outside of that is just noise, including the YouTube chat, including the Zoom chat. No one's voice raises over my trading plan. And you lock in on that, and that's how you stay green day by day by day by day. Right? Mr. Picklehead1419 on YouTube, who tells me there's going to be a support here, right? It really doesn't matter to me when my bias is short. What's up, Kerry? What's up, Christian?
Yo, what's up, chat?
All right.
Good morning. Another session to be patient and disciplined. Let's get it. Good to be back.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah, see how the 15-minute candle closed? So not ready yet. Not ready yet.
Nothing.
I'll tell you what, it's looking good though, because what do you see to the downside now? And what do you see to the upside now?
Clear.
And what do we see on the clock? Where's the clock? Over here? Volume time coming.
Hey.
What tends to happen when volume comes in? Breakouts, playbook setups, ranges being filled, clean traffic being attacked. Just wait on it. We need a link to TopOne Futures. I thought we put it in there. TopOneFutures.com. Yeah, I'll put it on. We'll get it on Nightbot. Nightbot, what's up with you? You don't hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Nightbot gotta automatically throw that on. What up, Futures Frank? Good morning. Got my first payout last night. W, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. How'd it feel? How'd it feel, bro? Talk to me. Talk to me. Don't nobody talk to me till I get my payout. Energy, how you feeling today? Every day just keeps getting better and better, right? Who else we got? Who else we got in Clubhouse here today? DJ Scratches, what's up, brother? How we feeling? What up, Elijah?
Vibes.
Just got my first combine after a month and a half of watching New York session every day. See you go. Elijah's willing to commit to earning or learning. And when you commit to learning, you are committing to earning. All right, perfect.
Elijah,
perfect.
How much more educated are you now? Now that you just committed to learning, how much more educated are you? Now that you are educated, now you can actually earn.
This is the trade right here. This is the Wednesday trade right here. This is the coupon to the clubhouse. Today's coupon is right here.
Give it to me.
Yeah, so if we can get a candle closing back in the range above, then we are looking pretty good. Almost what we have yesterday, just in the opposite direction, right? Little fake out.
Literally, bro.
We may be dishing out some coupons here for the clubhouse, so stick around.
We are.
We gave out coupons yesterday too. I just joined without a coupon. Yeah, every trade we dish out here is a coupon to get a clubhouse membership. That's what we do.
Yep.
Hey, yeah, and then if you're in the clubhouse, you get double coupons.
More than that, bro.
Let's go, LeGrand. W, bro. W. Last night Sebastian got 4 coupons, aka 4 new XFAs to make money on. Would you believe that? That's amazing. That's amazing. Shout out to them guys and girls in the clubhouse.
Yeah, shout out to Clubhouse.
Just dishing out the money.
Good job, Sebastian. Great work. Yeah, also shout out Energy, shout out Bryce for passing their first combines. Let's go. W,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Well earned. Was waiting on those two.
Big
Great
W.
work.
No surprise. They're in their sessions every day. I mean, this guy Bryce wakes up at like 2 in the morning. I don't know what kind of crazy person would ever try and do something like that, but he must want it. I'll tell you that, because it takes a crazy individual to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and come to a trading session, and especially an Asian session.
Yeah,
So
man. Facts.
W. But you know what?
Props to Bryce.
It reminds me of me, because you never know where you're going to get them gems. You never know where you're going to get them golden nuggets. There could be something you hear today. It might be later. It could be something where no one even reacts to it, but for some reason it just hits you. And you're like, you're going to look back and be like, that was a nugget that I needed to move to the next level. Like I would be in the audience. By the way, I am privileged to get to go to a speaking engagement that my mentor is doing this weekend. So excited. So there won't be any live stream on Friday, because I'll be golfing Friday and then spending the weekend with them guys. But man, he would say things in the crowd sometimes where I would look around. I'd be like, yo, did anyone else just hear that? Like, no one? Like, I'd be looking, I'm like, damn, it sounded like he was talking straight to me. And you just never know where those nuggets are going to be dropped and those nuggets are going to be found. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. Facts.
So, yeah, shout out to everyone kind of pulling up, putting in the work and committing. And you don't really have to do that for a long, long period of time, right? You just got to get what you need in order to understand what you need to understand, right? And then that's it.
Really.
Good market conditions, good trade setup. That's it. That's it, Austin. Another 2 combines coming. Or XFAs, I should say. Would we be looking at how the 15-minute closes above the range and stuff? We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. So the main deal is the 30-minute and 1 hour going to close back above 65? Because if they do, then I'm still bullish here on gold. Right, so if these candles close above, because that's where I'm looking for the retest. So if we're coming up, right? We're coming up here. We've got a big leg up, and now we're retesting, right? So we're retesting probably this zone right here, right? So I want to see if this candle here will close above that zone. And if it will, then I think that's our retest. We wait for support, and then we continue moving up. But if we don't, if we close back in the range and it gets all choppy, then I would have to wait at that point for another 30 closure, right? And at that point, if 30-minute candle closes back above, that'll lead us right into 930, and then that'll bring the volume in, and that should get us a repeat of what we seen yesterday and what we seen in Asian session. Yeah. So we'll see how the 15 closes. We got 2 minutes. And that brings us into a new hourly candle, new 30-minute candle, and all that. 4 hours still going to be open, but yeah. Previous 15, though, closed with no bottom wick, so that's pretty good.
Come on, Goldie, give us a perfect support here in a minute.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Support. how to open a trade with Project X. You got to right click, and then you can, so if you want to market execute, you're going to use these two for buying and selling. If you want to set limit orders like I do, like a buy stop, then you're going to hit this stop buy, or and you have to, if you want to do a buy, you have to click above price. So you see how you have buy stop here, stop buy or whatever. If you do that below price, you're going to get sell stop. Yeah, I think I just naturally did. I didn't even realize that, to be honest. But yeah, so if you hit buy stop here, boom, it'll give you a buy stop, and then you just move it wherever you like. Took one bad trade yesterday with no setup. I journaled that and just forgot about it. That's fine. Just forget about it. And then when you do your like 2-week evaluation or your weekly trading review, then that's when you want to revisit that trade and say, okay, well, now that I'm in a logical mindset, let me look at this. Let me see what I did wrong so I could prevent from doing it again. After learning from Raja, what modifications did you make to your strategy to make it better? I think I just made it a little bit more safe, a little bit more confirmed. Like I want things to be confirmed before I just jump in. So I have a couple more like confirmations that maybe I need, but it helps me, and it also keeps my win rate pretty high as well. And I like to win, you know, so I like to win trades, and I don't mind, you know, missing out on some impulse trades that don't really make sense to me. So that was it. I just kind of made it a little bit more safer, if you want to say.
Conservative.
More conservative, and yeah. And then, you know, obviously learn stuff and pick things up along the way that I added into my, you know, repertoire here.
Repertoire.
All right, cool. So we did close below. So if we can get a fake out here now on the 30, that's going to be very nice. Very nice.
Time to wait. Easy job. We literally just wait here.
Yep.
Getting paid to wait. Crazy.
Yeah, give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
All right, but what's good, chat? What's poppin'? Where's Buddha? My man. Where's Buddha? What's up? Good to see you, brother. When we linking again, bro? Amen to that, bro. You hear my voice? You hear my voice while you're sleeping? Be patient and disciplined. That was the goal. That was the goal. I want to scar you guys with patience and discipline. What's up, Crazy B? You saw me in London, now pre-New York. When do you sleep? Yeah, I'm working on my schedule like Nick. That would be a good question for Nick. Nah, I think I got like 2.5 hours of sleep, and then I took a short nap after London. But yeah, I'm trying not to really like rely on sleep as much. Like, you know, I'm more so focused and hungry on the purpose, more purpose driven, where sleep, I'll just do that whenever I'm tired, you know? What's up, Project Toro? What's good, my man? I don't know, but you know, the markets are filled with abundance. The clubhouse is there. So I'm just trying to pull up, be at every session for good opportunities and vibe out with winners. Screw sleep, bro. You know, why sleep when you can go hang out with winners and make some money? That's like what I'm thinking. Yeah, what's good, YouTube? How we feeling? Yo, can we give the stream some likes here? How many? We got 830 people here. What's up? 830 winners. W. Yeah, Nick does not have to be here right now, you know? So maybe we can give the stream some likes. And shout out to y'all for being here. Looking to scalp some good trades. Hopefully everyone's being patient and disciplined to the plan. Whether you won or lost today, who cares, right? But what's most important today is you were disciplined to your trading plan. So if I ask you how was your day today, chat, and you guys said I won, I lost, I don't care. I want to hear I was disciplined to the trading plan. What's the GC? That's gold on the futures chart. Yeah. Fit me in your schedule. I'm coming up in September. Road trip. We going on the boat. Yo, let's do it. I'm down, bro. Hit up Big Blessings. Hit up C Melly. I'll make some room in my schedule, bro. I'll be here. I'll be in Florida too in September, so let's do it.
Kid's a G. He said, when I ask you how you're doing, I don't care if you made money. I want to know if you followed your plan. I can see it right now. Hey, John, I made $5 grand today. He's like, I don't give a rip. Did you follow your plan? Oh, you did? All right, good job, good job.
I gotta be like that. Someone's gotta be like that, you know?
Someone's got to be a friend like that, yeah.
I'll be that guy. W, Jeremy.
Yeah, need a disclaimer if you join the clubhouse. Be ready to pay the fee. Them XFAs ain't cheap. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, the only problem that the newer clubhouse members are really having is the fact that they have to shell out like $150 per account passed. So they're spending some extra money on these, you know, getting these XFAs here. Yo, that's wild.
But
That's
that's a
wild.
good fee to pay though. The activation fee, that's a good fee.
That's a great fee.
Yeah.
Does monthly deduct or monthly subscription on TopOne deduct after you pass the combine or just after purchasing? No, after you pass, you no longer pay anything monthly. Yeah, once you passed, all you do then is you pay an activation fee, which is what we were just talking about, whether it's TopOne or Top Step, and then you no longer have a monthly bill. Yep. Bands counted up.
What's good? Band's counted up. What up, brother?
How you doing? Take Profit Trader? Yeah, they might be my next victim. I mean, I'm sorry. They might be my next prop firm that I check out and look and show you guys on the live stream.
Hilarious. Yeah, where's Buddha, bro? I'm getting a haircut this week.
Gang, we're taking 7K here today from these Top Step accounts.
Damn.
4,700 beans up on 3 accounts here. We're taking that today. We're taking
Take it,
that
bro.
right after the live
Take
stream.
that.
I'll make a video on it, record a video. These accounts were easy peasy. Just follow the plan. Follow the plan, you won't have issues. 4,700.
Congrats, bro.
Thank you, man. So
Sick.
14 grand in profits on all accounts, and we're gonna take half of that. Half of that. I did
That's
pop.
just the fruits of your labor.
Yeah, I did blow my other 150 in the process of this. I was trying to hit a big trade and just didn't work. But I do have my 150K with Top Step now already funded. So I'm looking to trade that one here today. I'm looking to put the pause on this account here and just take the payout later. Just take the money. I'm taking that money when it's there, man. So yeah, total I can take is about 7,000 out of the money I made so far this month, and you know, we'll just continue on. I will have what will I have? Almost 3 grand in each account when it's all said and done. So that should be totally
Perfect.
fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah. And worst case, I blow those accounts and I get new ones. Not a big deal. Not a biggie. Not a biggie. All
Literally.
right, Goldie making its way up here, baby. 15 closure coming up. I'm most likely going to wait. We'll see how the closure happens. If it closes way up here, I'll be waiting for the 30. But it's looking good. So far, so good. What's my sleep per day? I just take naps, man. I take a nap from like 11 p.m. to like 2 a.m. latest. Yeah.
Bro, you can though. You can miss a pre-London move, bro.
I know. So like, yeah. So usually like 1:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't consider. So I don't do the whole like. I don't have a morning anymore, or an afternoon, or a evening, or whatever we used to do. Like I just have I just have a life, and I just go to sleep whenever I'm tired, and then I wake up and stay up and be productive as long as possible, and enjoy life. And then when I get tired again, I go to sleep. So sometimes that's in the afternoon, sometimes it's at night, sometimes it's after London, sometimes before London. So yeah, I'm just. And it's been a little shifty too, to like kind of keep my habits and move them from one time to another, and so it's something I'm still working on too, but so far so good. I've been able to adjust pretty well.
Yeah.
But I mean, on most days I'm typically in bed at like 11 p.m. and then I wake up at like like 2 a.m. Usually I'm up at 1:30 just staring at my alarm clock, ready to call it soft. I'd be waking the alarm clock up.
Hilarious, bro.
Yeah. Nah. With Project X, that's the only thing, is you can't really see what you're losing or what you're winning like you could on Trading View and like with magic keys and all that. So yeah, that's the only thing.
You gotta do the math in your head.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Right.
You gotta
Gotta do the
calculate
math
it.
before.
You gotta keep a handy dandy calculator nearby, and then just use the pips and do the math, and like some old school traders. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a 30-minute candle to close above this range right here.
You on like 15 minute?
Not this high up, I don't. At this point, we're going to close in 3 minutes. Probably close way up here, right near resistance. That's going to be tough for me.
Yeah.
A closure like around here would be awesome. Have this wick to fill.
30 minutes better juice. No.
It might.
Good.
It very well might. Why didn't enter buys off the 15 closure? We got no bottom wick and we got no closure above the range. So maybe if this candle actually closed above here, then I would have considered it, but probably not, because we got no lower wick. So I would need a closure above plus a lower wick to enter a trade. That's what my rules state. That's what the rules that I follow that keep me profitable state that I need in order to enter a trade. So this is straight business up here. There's no feelings involved. There's no I want to do this and I want to do that. It's if the system allows me in, I get in. If it doesn't, I don't.
Just obedient to the plan.
And if I missed a move, quote unquote, I don't care, because I don't trade moves. I trade playbook setups.
Yep. That was like pre-New York today.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Same
thing happened over here. Look. All right. It's a move, but not our move, because we need a closure above and a lower wick.
Yep.
You can present your risk amount in settings. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, you can go into settings and calculate your risk per trade. So you could do like 1R, 2R, all different sorts of things too in there. I'm still using my amazing magic keys. W, bro. Sheesh. That's awesome. And by the way, if I am going to take a trade mid-range, it's definitely not going to be off of 15 closure. It's going to be off a 30 closure and a 15 celery, right? For them go up to fill that wick, and it's going to be at 9:30, not at 9:15.
Yeah, faster.
Top one better than top step? I don't think there's better. I don't think anyone's better. I just think if you're a good trader, you'll make money. If you're not, then you got to learn how to do it. Once you learn how to do it, top one, top step, Joe Blow, Joe Schmo, this guy, that guy, it don't matter. You'll reap the reward.
One top.
One top. I remember when I first recorded my first video for top one, dude, this video came out perfect. Outside of one thing. Right towards the end, I said one top and not top one. I had to redo the whole video. Oh my goodness.
I was dying laughing, bro.
That was crazy.
Hilarious.
All right, let's do a good analysis here on NQ2 because we don't really have a good analysis in right now. Yeah, prices moved around a little bit. So daily time frame, in my opinion, is still pretty bearish. I know that we're starting to reject and move back up. Now that could change depending on what the 4-hour candles are doing, but I mean, I like this pattern right here for sells to fill that wick. So let's take a look at the 4-hour. 4-hour came down, tapped support, and now it's pushing back up. So that's not the best sign for the daily candle to begin to, you know, make its way down to fill these wicks and push on through here. So 4-hour moving back up. Let's take a look at what that looks like on the 1-hour here. So 1-hour keeps us safe, right? Because you got supports, you got resistance, and that's wrong one. Got resistance here. Let me move these. See, yeah, we're creatures of habit. How come I can't move that? My other one is set up the opposite. So resistance here, right? So let's take a look at the 30-minute. 30-minute looks clean as well. 15 looks pretty good. I mean, if we stretch this range out now, right, you're coming into like 15-minute resistance here. So if we measure how much we moved up, it's like 250 pips. So I think if you can get some sort of like confirmations, rejections, you've already gotten one, then we may be able to, you know, find resistance up here, right? Especially after 9:30 here, and then go ahead and look to take sells, right? Maybe some big threat up, closure back below, and then we take sells on the very next candle here. So that's probably what I'll be looking for. Other than that, it's pretty choppy on the way up right now on NQ, so I won't be looking for many buys right now. Yeah, maybe if we get some sort of closures above the 30-minute range here, then I like the buys. That'll break the 4-hour highs. That'll break the daily highs. So, yeah, that'll be best. If not, I'm still pretty bearish, to be honest. Still pretty bearish. 30 got no lower wick here, rejecting resistance. 15-minute has pushed up for quite a bit. As long as we stay below 17,250, I think it's good. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. But yeah, this looks actually pretty good. Nice closure, nice bearish closure here. Actually looking good. So yeah, we'll see if we can get something like that. If you're bullish on NQ, that's fine. That's keep your bullish bias. I mean, the 4-hour is still bullish here. The 1-hour is trying to move up, and you know the daily's flipping bull here now. So my buys will be above all the chop though, all the chop. Me don't like chop. Yeah, buys above. Buys above here. Damn, I don't have any of these marked up. That's annoying. That's annoying. Let's mark it up here. Yeah, so we'll see about sells here. Sells below aren't that bad. Clean traffic to the left. You'll have volume coming in. We've already got rejections. Last time we were here, we fell. Over here, we fell. Over here, we fell. So came up, fell down. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Looking good though. Got my certificate. Am I a cert? Are you a real trader now? Now you're official, bro. Now you're official. There you go. Now you'll never ever lose a trade again. See that? Amen, equity. Amen. That's growth. You know what I mean? I'm all about growth. Just trying to grow, do the best I can, be a good example here. And from day one, we've learned a lot of these things together. All right, so let's take a look at Goldie here. So we got 10 minutes before we get closures. I'm going to go back to this chart though, gang, because I really don't want to take a trade on my other account. Yeah, so 15 celery here, 30 breakout. I like. Celery play? Celery play is like, let's say you don't have the best look here. Like you don't want to take the buy here, which I don't right now. So you wait and see like, how is this candle going to react? Is it going to move down or is it going to move up? Or maybe sometimes what will happen is they'll just kind of move down, but close like that, like really weak. And then that calls for like a really good entry on the break of those highs. So I'll typically wait for that anytime I can. And that'll add some extra confirmation to the trade. Yeah, for about 3 years, my win rate on the celery was like 92% to like 85%. It was like my best setup for quite some time. But now I think the buys off support, sells off resistance has officially taken the place of that. Yeah, look at this. 93% win rate over 45 trades. We're not talking about 10 trades here, right? We're talking about almost 50 trades. 93% win rate on that. Crazy. The celery right now 84, but I haven't taken that many. 19. But man, this onion has been just perfect here. It's been a pleasure. Haven't taken many fades, to be honest. Someone said it in the chat last night. They were like, hey, we haven't taken any fades because the confirmations have been so good. Just on the normal confirmation trades. Yeah, if you guys are in on the buys here, best of luck. I'm going to be waiting on a 30-minute candle here. That next 30 is going to bring us a lot of volume. Boom, boom, boom. Can you open two charts on TopOne futures? Yeah. Like this. Oh, hold on. Oh, wow. For some reason, it keeps going back to gold. Or it stays on one. That's interesting. Apparently not, I guess. No, I'm not waiting for a break of the low. I'm waiting for an actual 30-minute closure here. Yeah, I want to see this 30 close. So we got 7 minutes before that candle closes. So it doesn't matter to me if we re-break the lows here and then re-break the highs. I'm still going to wait on 30 closure. Am I a full-time trader? No, I'm an entrepreneur, man. Entrepreneurs don't do anything full-time. They're full-time entrepreneurs. So I have other businesses that I run, that I invest into, that I operate. I'm in the process of building multiple 8-figure businesses, and yeah, I'm an entrepreneur before I'm a trader. That's for sure. But am I doing pretty well in my trading to live off of? Yeah. Yeah, like, you know, 16,000 this month. I mean, I could live off that, no problem. Yeah, 22,000 last month. So I make enough to be able to live off of if I didn't have any other businesses, but I would never want to put all my eggs in one basket, because what happens if trading, you know, what happens if something happens to trading or something like that? What happens if I go blind, right? Or I get my hands cut off or something, right? Then I can't really trade the way I can now. So I am diversified as an entrepreneur. But I am going to take 7,000 away today, and that's probably enough for me to live on. 7K, like, yeah. Yeah, you got to have multiple streams of income. Say it with me, chat. Multiple streams of income. But trading did help me kind of get off the ground for sure, you know.
Multiple streams of income after getting wealthy in one stream, right?
Exactly. Yeah, like trading helped me start to not need to like think about, hey, where's my next dollar coming from? Because I had the skill to pull it from the market. So that's what allowed me to begin to not only make money, but have time to think of new ideas, have money to invest into different things. So
yeah. Like some people aren't ready to have multiple streams of income yet because they don't even have one good stream yet, you know?
Yeah, it's true. As long as you have your eyes. What business? I've been basically doing e-commerce stuff since 2011, 2012. So I've been on the internet stuff for a long time now. Magic keys may make it easier for me. That's true. Does Asian session have similar volume to London? It depends. You know, last night, absolutely. The night before, heck yeah. The night before that, yeah. But last month, not really. So it just depends on the day and what's happening and what's going on. How to be patient? You be impatient for very long. And then that hurts, and you notice that won't get you to where you want to go. And then you go, you know what? Maybe I'll try that patient thing. And then you start trying that patient thing, and then you're like, whoa, look at my results. They're a lot better actually now. And then you just get into being patient. You're like, wow, patience equals money. No patient equals no money. Okay. Right? And then you just kind of come to your senses, and it all clicks. TK in the house. His alarm 1 today. TK, how you doing? Oh yeah, before that also I did work jobs and stuff. Like I worked, you know, in I worked for Mercedes-Benz for a while. I also worked for Ferrari for a little while, and then I just did some other sales ventures and things like that, just to kind of keep me having money to invest into my e-commerce stuff and, you know, invest into other ideas that I had. Yeah. Unfortunately, like I kind of, during a little bit before COVID, I don't know. I just kind of lost hold of everything, and those businesses started failing. And 2019 and 2020 was like my, you know, me recreating myself as an entrepreneur and looking for different industries to get a part of and take my skill sets there and my mindset there. And, yeah, I was looking into real estate, I was looking into solar, and I was looking into trading. And I just decided I wanted to do trading. I decided that, hey, trading doesn't require me to talk to anyone or speak to anyone or have to sell anyone. It's just me and the market. And if I can, you know, figure that out, then I can make money without ever having to talk to anybody. So, but here's the thing, because you may say, well, look at you now, bro. You're talking to everyone. Right? So once I started making money trading, it was like 3 years now that I didn't like do business with people. And to be honest, I was making money, but like nothing was happening, right? Like there was no passion, there was no joy. And I found that most of my passion and joy comes from serving people, helping people, pouring into people on a day-to-day basis. So once I was pretty profitable, I said, all right, you know what? Let's take the skill set and let's go online with it, like Raja and Don and these guys. And that's when we started the live stream. And yeah, I feel like my life is just boom, just put me back to where I needed to be. And this is, you know, exactly where I want to be. Like, I don't want to be anywhere else right now outside of right here with you guys, chatting it up, looking for trades, and just feel very called to be here. So
Nice.
yeah, that's kind of how my life kind of spun around a little bit and then got me here. Just don't do it, Don. Oh man, funny. Click, 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 click.
Definitely not. Mm.
Why trade
That's a
gold?
hit.
I just moved over to futures. That's it. I used to trade XAU, gold, same thing. But I moved over to a futures platform, and now it's GC and not XAU USD. But same plan, same mindset, same mentality. Nothing really changed for me. Time spent profitable before the live stream, like a good solid over a year. Over a year. All right, let's see what we're gonna do here. Gold closing up, NQ closing up. Let's take a look. Are we getting that 15? No, not yet. We need a bearish closure here. Plus 930 is gonna get spooky here on NQ. But let's see if we can leave a wick here on gold, and then we should be good to push up and fill that wick up there. Gonna need a lower wick though. So we got somewhat of a wick. We're gonna need something here. I'll probably keep my stops below the 15-minute and then go from there. We got volume, so if we can make a lower wick, respect the previous low, re-break the high, we should see a bit of a push up. Back from break, 9:30 just in time. So as we wait on the lower wick, let's take a look at NQ here, because we're probably going to go crazy right now. How come I changed from forex to futures? Just better. Futures is better in so many ways. So many ways. Especially if you live in the US, way better. I would never go back unless I had to.
Never.
NQ, yeah, NQ is looking good. I think we can get a push down here. Might be open to some impulse entries here, but I'm a little skeptical right now, right? Because I don't want the 30 to make a lower wick here and then just pop. So we gotta be careful with that. See how the 5 kind of exhausted out of there. Give me the John Wick. Word. Tell him, Zyper. That's true, Carlos. Consistency, man. Is the 32 extended? Yeah, it could be. Yep. I think candles are helping us, right? Stay away right now. So no lower wick, keeping us out of this trade, which is totally fine. Let's see what the 15 minutes doing. Yeah, we'll see. We're coming up to resistance anyway here. Yeah, if the 30 had a bottom wick, I'd be interested here, but no bottom wick. Forex show manipulation from brokers. Yeah, exactly. The slippage, the spreads. It's like it's hard enough to actually trade the markets and beat the markets on a day-to-day. Like what I find with Forex brokers is you got to beat them too. So you got to beat them on spread. You got to beat them on slippage. And the way that I trade, like I want to be precise, right? So if I want the entry here, I want it there. I don't want it up here, you know? So that's another thing. Forex and future is totally different with spread and slippage and all that. Can you re-explain. What up, SimZ? Yeah. The whole deal is we got a strong bullish closure, right? We moved up. We waited for a retracement. We needed a closure above. We didn't get that yet on the 30 until right now. So now that that closure is here, we need a bottom wick and then buys. But no bottom wick, so no buys. Yeah, and now we're hitting that resistance. So we'll probably fill that wick here. And then let's see what happens when we do that. Next best trade is a 1 hour closure, right above the zone here, and then look at all that range that you have left. Let's see. Why does it need a bottom wick? It needs a bottom. It does, so it doesn't need a bottom wick to move up. It just, I need a bottom wick for me to move up with it. Because when I have that bottom wick established, now I know that there's a new low on the candle. So therefore, if there's a new low on the candle, if we re-break the high, then that means after making a new low, we should make a new high, right? So we never got that low. So therefore, there was nothing, you know, nothing really to do there.
It's fine. No wick, no entry.
If we get one now, is it worth it? Yeah. Now, I wouldn't say it's worth it. If we come down and get a bottom wick now and then reflip bullish, I wouldn't say it's worth it at that point. At that point, you might as well just wait on a closure. All right, let's look at NQ here, though.
Tapping the target.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, no break of the low. Nothing giving us bottom wicks here, NQ or gold. Thank you. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour. Gold 1 hour looks pretty clean though, right? So if we can kind of close above this new resistance here, then I think the buys could just be getting started today. Yeah, because you got a lot more range. This candle here could explode too after breaking 1 hour highs. But the thing is, it's not that great of a stop loss either. That candle will never get the bottom wick you're waiting on. Nope, and that's fine. I'll just take a trade on another candle that does have a bottom wick. Yeah, because these candles, they print every 30 minutes, every 15 minutes, every 30 minutes, every 1 hour. So if we don't like this one, we don't take this one. We wait for a better one. When will you be added to the clubhouse? Probably right now. Probably right now. Will I explain price action, please? Like, what about it? So right now we're moving up. So we created support right here. And now price is moving off that support. Now when it comes to entries for us, I couldn't enter here because I needed a closure above. Didn't want to enter here because we're mid-range on a 15, and didn't enter here because there's no lower wick. So there was multiple things that kept me out of the trade. Although I knew the direction, I knew the move, I still stayed away, right? Because I have enough respect for my plan to, you know, only stick to taking trades that line up with it. If you took the trade on the 15, yeah, that's not a big deal. Not a biggie at all. Yeah, not a bad trade. Very little lower wick here too, though. So, boom. Let's see here. Partials taken if we had a wick. Yeah, so that was the wick fill that we wanted right there. W. Okay, cool. So we may be still interested in these sells here. Remember what we drew out a little earlier about the wick rejection and then the closure back below? So we'll see if we can get that. Yeah, exactly. If I've taken mid-range trades for the most part, I tend to lose those ones. So, yeah. When you started, when you started with trading first, even though you have all those options, is it where I am right now? Should I only focus on trading and not worry about? Yeah. If you're not, are you talking about like the whole entrepreneur stuff? About doing other things outside of trading and all that? I would pick one. I'd pick one. If trading's that one, then trading's that one. If selling sneakers is that one, then focus on selling sneakers. Because in order to build your foundation, you're going to need mass focus, right? So if you're trying to, some people can do it. There are exceptions, right? But in most cases, there's a pretty good book. It's called The One Thing. And it teaches like how to focus on one thing and not to, get shiny object syndrome. And it's tough when that one thing isn't working yet, right? Because that's where you have all the shiny object syndrome and all the, well, maybe I should do this instead, and maybe I can make money doing that while I do this. And it's very tough to build, or I should say to chase two rabbits, but it's very tough to build, your foundation in two different areas. So yeah, I would pick one or the other, whether it's trading or e-commerce or real estate or solar, right? Get one down to where you're making, like as an example, like maybe like 10 grand a month, and then, start to diversify from there.
Simple, bro. Simple.
Yep.
Yeah, because if you're here right now trying to learn how to trade and you're not profitable and you want to get into e-commerce, like now's not your time, most likely, to get into e-commerce. Like you should get profitable at trading first. So some of you don't even have to worry about it yet.
Yep. Yeah. If this lined up with your plan, beautiful job. Like, look, this is someone's trade here. Definitely. It's just not mine. Like, this is someone somewhere out there read this according to their plan, and they're in the buys. They might be in the buys from down here, right? So just because, I'm not in the move doesn't mean you shouldn't be, or that it's not a move. I mean, this is clearly a move, right? But it's someone else, some other trader's move. Maybe some intraday trader or some swing trader or someone who looks for different confirmations than I do, right? So yeah, it's definitely, just because I'm not in it doesn't mean, well, if you're in it, you break your plan. That's not the case at all, right? It's not what we're saying. Or I should go to gold, because gold's the one we're talking about. So here we are, back up against this 15-minute resistance now. So let's see how we do. I think it's a 30 resistance here, right? Yeah. Let's see. What about gold? Can we buy? There you go. Look, reacted from a valid order block according to ICT concept. There you go. So someone had a confirmation, right? Where one trader could have a confirmation, another trader can't, or don't. Like just like our last trade, maybe we had a confirmation, other traders didn't. So it's all about your move. Some of you guys are so quick though, you're already on YouTube typing in ICT concepts. I know it. I know you are. I know you are. That goes for strategy too. Focus on one strategy, right? Find the one that works best to your liking and the way your brain operates, and do not deviate. That will keep you in a vicious, dirty cycle that most traders never make it out of. I like to call it the trader matrix. It's the trader matrix. So, does ICT work? Hell yeah. Does SRC work? I'm sure it does. Does SMC work? Absolutely. Does this one work? Does that one? Yeah. It's just which one will you hone in and work? That's the big question. Chances are you're not going to work them all. Because anytime I try to put multiple strategies with multiple together, it never worked. But when I did them independently, you know, it was there. Thought we have ICT, yeah, ICT, CPI today. Nah, tomorrow. I thought it was today too. It's usually on Wednesday, but yeah, they switched it over to Thursday for some odd reason. How about RSI? Yeah, I mean, I think RSI works. Shout out to Lipton. Yeah, everything works. My mentor would always say, he said, replace the word it and put the word you. Because people be like, ah, man, it don't work or it's not working. He'd say, replace the word it or it's and put the word you there. You're like, it's not working? You not working? What? Wait, what? Yeah, so you got to work it. And you got to work it long enough to understand it, understand its ways and its little nuances, and then you can make money. Do you work? Does anyone work? What are you guys doing on this live stream? Do you guys work? Like what? How many people are here right now? 860? Right, do you guys have jobs? What are you guys doing here?
Right, bro? It's like 9:30 in the morning.
It's like the heart of the morning here in the US. I love that. I love that. Shout out to the guy right now who's in the bathroom right now. His feet, he can't even feel them. Can't even feel his dang feet. They're just pinned and needled out. Just absolutely Mike Tyson knocked out in the bathroom. A few minutes from now, his name or her name might be getting called on the loudspeaker. Jim Richard, where are you? We're looking for you right now on aisle 16.
Damn, bro.
Man. Hey, shout out to Jim, bro. Shout out to Jim. I used to be Jim. I used to be in the bathroom, sitting on the bowl with pants on and all that. I know y'all be doing that. Damn.
Just
shout out to the winners.
killing the clock. Milking the clock, eh?
Shout out to the winners. I have 7 toilet breaks a day, Dominic said. Hey, at one job, they thought I actually... At one job, they actually thought I had some sort of like, you know, bowel movement, odd thing going on. It was so funny. They sure do go to the bathroom a lot. Yes, because I don't want to be here with you. What was that? No, I'm just stomach's bad Chinese food yesterday, huh? Yeah. All right, so look at that. We took profit and we took profit on the T. So just pretend you were in the trade. Just pretend it had a wick and you had the idea right and you entered on the break of the high. You filled the wick, tapped target, and you were right. You're a winner today. Way to go. Good job. W. Hey, that's a W. W trade idea. See? The Clubhouse appreciates it. Clubhouse appreciates it.
W.
4-hour closure in 15 minutes. Yep. Big 4-hour closure. John's lucky. See, John never had a job. Or nothing to where he could understand the pain.
9 to 5. Yeah.
You guys ever stand around at your job? There's legit nothing to do. And you're standing there, you're looking at the clock, and it's 1 p.m. And you're like, am I actually going to stand here till 5? Like, there's legit zero to do right now. Has anyone? Man, I'd be like, yo, I can't believe I'm just going to stand here right now for 4 more hours. Time to go to the bathroom.
Bro, but that work bathroom time is super slow though, no?
Yeah.
Probably mad slow.
I'll say I'll kill 15 minutes in the bathroom real quick. Let me go handle some business. You know, what up, AZ22? Man's never had a pay stub.
I don't even know what that is.
Do that every day for 2-day weekend. I know, right? We literally go work 8-9 hours a day just to take 1 or 2 days. Most people don't even get Saturday off anymore.
Where, bro? Don't people like work Saturdays? It's crazy.
I'm going to recommend a book for all of you guys to read. It's called Outwitting the Devil. I want to save your life here today. I really do. So I'm going to recommend that book, and that's up to you. I think that book will personally change your entire life, and I said it here today. So I would recommend picking up that book and giving it a read.
Yeah, that book changed my life, so it will definitely change yours too.
$5 minute? Yeah, I haven't sample sized that, you know, so I don't have like legit data on the 5 minute to confidently in front of 900 people say, hey guys, let's take this trade. This is a wonderful, marvelous, beautiful position. And I don't have the confidence yet because I'm not confident. It's just I haven't done the study work required on the 5 minute, right? I would have took this trade, had y'all getting stopped out real quick for no reason. So that's pretty much why. You know, I stick to what I know best. Napoleon Hill, baby. Yep, I got Think and Grow Rich right here. That's why I was a little late today. Me and my wife were listening to the audio book of Outwitting the Devil and just following along in the book. Such an amazing book. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Who is my mentor?
Don't be a drifter.
Yeah, don't be a drifter. I would say I have one physical true mentor. His name is Mr. V. He's not a trader. He's just an entrepreneur, a great husband, great father, great leader, has massive businesses all around the world. I mean, just when I first read The 5 Levels of Leadership by John Maxwell, this dude checked every box off, and I'm like, damn, I'm in the right place, in the right hands here. But other than that, I have many mentors, G. Many mentors. Napoleon Hill, right? You don't have to have a physical mentor all the time. Raja Banks mentored me, right? Without even really conversating with me, just through his live streams and through his videos. Napoleon Hill, Neville Goddard, Bob Proctor. You know, a lot of these guys have served me in a major, major way. Earl Nightingale, you know, there's Austin Silver, right? Calvin, you know, brought a lot of mentors, you know, across my way just listening to the podcast. But, you know, the main guys I study are Jesus, Napoleon Hill, Mr. V, Neville Goddard, and I would say Bob Proctor. Yeah. YouTube University too. You know, you got YouTube University. That's what you're on right now. You're on YouTube University right now.
Literally.
Yeah. Name of the book? Which one? Outwitting the Devil. See, he's trying to distract you. Outwitting the Devil, Think and Grow Rich, The Magic of Thinking Big. Those are 3 books I would get my hands on as soon as possible if I wanted a better life. How are we looking for 10 a.m.? We're looking solid. We might be looking solid. It might not be 10 a.m. It might be a little bit later than that, but... Robert Kiyosaki's another great one. Yep. Yep.
You like the 1 hour breakout or the 30? You don't like that 30 resistance?
I personally don't like 96. So I think I'm not going to take a buy on this overextended 30 minute. What I need is that new 1 hour. I need this 30 and 1 hour to close like pretty decent. And then I need some sort of a lower wick here, like a new support, you know what I mean, on the 15 or 30 minute time frame that closes like this, and then a new closure above, because we still have plenty of range to go here. So if we do that, then we can take a trade, use the current candle as our stop, and be able to move up, right? And I know that's what the 1 hour candle looks like right now, but go measure the wick, right? Go measure where the stop loss has to be on that 1 hour there. Plus, we get a new 4-hour candle open, so we want to see a bit of a pullback. Dr. Dispenza, he's great, but I'll be honest, Napoleon Hill and Neville Goddard are light years in front of that dude, and they were also doing this stuff, 60 years ago. Yeah, they've got the old school wisdom. There was a curriculum change at some point, and a lot of those guys from the old days before the 1900s, they understood what was taking place before that curriculum changed. So they have a lot of good secrets, a lot of wisdom.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Thriftbooks.com. Oh, I never went on that one. abebooks.com. Okay. Yeah, if you really want to think and grow rich, Outwitting the Devil. They have the audiobook right here. This is solid right here. Solid. Highly recommend it. Did I just see Johnny Gems March review? Notify me. What? Notify me? Okay.
Hey.
Dropping today, 11 a.m.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm looking forward to that. Look at all that money in the background, G. Damn. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
A lot of lessons in that one. Yep.
Okay.
It's a good one. Gonna be a fire one.
Yeah, there's my man Neville Goddard. Right? There he is.
Goddard.
There he is. Yeah, my stuff consists of learning how to use your mind properly, golf, trading, and the Billionaire Club. Nikola Tesla? Yeah, definitely. Exactly. And Wix, yeah. Me and Wix are actually going to try and get together here today to do some giveaways with y'all. But we got to figure out how we're going to collab here. It might have to be through Discord, because if we're both running Zoom, then that's going to be tough. I am also dropping a little video here today for you guys. My number one trading setup. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it tonight when it drops. Giveaways are back. Giveaways are coming back. I couldn't do giveaways with y'all if you guys are just gonna get hit with the 5-minute rule, right? Does that make sense? Am I bad for making sure my community is first and foremost before anything, before any deals or any affiliate type of things, right? I want to look out for the community the most, and if something goes against us, then we ain't with that. I'm not with that. So until it gets back to where it needs to be, then that's when we can get back to where we need to be. And now it's back, so now we're back. Could gold tap 3,100? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, gold could do anything here before a pullback. Look, we haven't even had a pullback on the 4-hour. Look at that. So that's what I mean. Just because you're coming into resistance doesn't guarantee you're gonna crash and burn. So a lot of sellers here got in and they crashed and burned, right? While gold just continued pushing up. What do I use for journaling? I used to use an Excel spreadsheet. Now I just use TradeZella. Yeah, I track all my trades in here on TradeZella, month after month, day after day. Get everything tracked in here, and then I also have my playbook to where everything gets calculated for me, and all my stats are put together for me using TradeZella. Yeah, if you guys haven't used TradeZella or haven't heard of TradeZella, fire, straight fire. Yeah, this will keep you organized. But before that, I was using just a Excel spreadsheet. Any more TT ASFX competitions? I think so. I'm going to talk with TopOne and see if we can get that popping off in the future side. Do I have a referral code? I don't have a referral code, but I have a discount code, and it's just TTE. So if you put TTE in, you can get 50% off of the challenges and all that good stuff. Yeah, use code TTE. NQ looking good here. NQ's not looking bad at all. You're getting your 1 hour to poke above, 30 minutes trying to poke above here. So yeah, we got new closures coming up. New 4 hour, new 1 hour, new 30, new 15, new 5, everything. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. What's good, y'all? 16 straight hours of gold pushing up. Sheesh. Goldie, man. Yeah, what's good? Anyone got any fun plans today? Anyone do anything cool today? No black tea today? No. What's up, Jamil? Nah, was I supposed to wear black tea?
I got the kids a little treasure
no
chest.
Golf today.
No golf? Nah, no golf.
No golf today.
Man, we didn't play golf yesterday.
Nah.
Yeah, we didn't play. Unfortunately. Okay, so new closures. We got a 4 hour closure here on NQ, closing very strong bullish. So I would expect a lower wick and a continued move up here. Yeah, especially if the daily wants to keep moving up. So we'll see about that. Let's take a look at gold. Gold closed right at, yeah, so this is perfect. So just like Asian session last night, okay? I want you guys to pay attention to this range right here real quick. So same deal happened last night. You had a range, right? You had a candle that closed right at the top of the range, right here. You have the next candle break the highs, activate buyers, come down, create this brand new, or give us a bearish closure, right? The next candle drives down, stops out all the buyers that got in up here, and then closes back above, and then we took our trade right here. So no different from today's price action. I'll be waiting on the same exact concept here. So let's go back to current price. We have a resistance right here. We have a closure right here. And now if we can get a bearish candle, right, followed by a bullish candle, then I am ready to go. Just like that. And then I'll take buys here. So that's what I'm looking for. We might be able to take care of business there on the 15-minute chart. Yeah, if we can get this on the 15, that'll be fine. If not, gonna have to settle on the 30. Justin, President Trump says This is a great time to buy. Okay, never mind. Buy stop.
Nice crazy B sounds like a good day, bro.
Thoughts on this one? Yeah, what is this? Gold? 15? Let me take a look. The only thing is, Isaac, is you kind of have this right in the way. So I don't think it's bad. We are very, very bullish here. We are closing above that fresh resistance, but with the new 4-hour candle opening here, I would like to see at least a 15 move down on on a bearish candle here, and then look for a nice bullish closure. Just because it's also the new 4-hour candle. Yeah. Yeah, and the 30 also has no lower wick, so if the open of the 4-hour candle can run down here, give that bottom wick, pop back up, give us that type of bearish closure, and then the next candle is followed by a bullish one, I'm willing to put 10 lots on this thing, you know what I mean? I want to take a big trade here today. So I would wait for this price action. You get a new support. You also get a breakout, and you start to be able to trade from the bottom of this overall range here. And I would much rather take that position. Nice little lower wick, nothing too crazy on the 15, and then we pump. So ideally, that's the trade I want. Yeah, that would, so yeah, it would technically be a celery, but because there's a resistance right here, I wouldn't take the celery. Does that make sense? So I would wait for the actual breakout. Just because there's a 30-minute resistance sitting right there. Yeah, I want to make money today, right? I don't want to take a crappy trade. I don't want to trade. I want to make money. So that's pretty much what I'd look for. If we can get, especially that lower wick on that candle there, if that can happen and we can close a back above that zone, and then the next candle close above, like I said, new support, new breakout, confirmation candle, and then this will be our trading candles right here up until this zone, which is like 31.34. So I'll stick around a little longer to see if we can pull that off here on the live stream. What do I think about MT5 simulator? It's good. It's good. I wouldn't get too caught up in it and too distracted with it, because you know, you could find yourself using that and then coming into real market conditions very impatient. So I would use it to sample size playbook positions, but I wouldn't jump on it every day and trade it and act like that's doing something, because sometimes you're gonna get the wrong read on real price action, because you know, you can speed it up, slow it down, take your pause. So I wouldn't get used to it, put it like that. But if I'm looking to sample size some ideas, then I think it's really good. Gold daily candle over 1,000 pips. I know, it's crazy. Crazy. And we broke the lows there. Yeah, I think we drew this up, by the way, on Monday. About Monday, Tuesday coming down, Wednesday popping up. But I thought CPI was Wednesday. So we got the volume without CPI, so I could just imagine what we'll see tomorrow. Little 10 MGC? No, 10 GC. 30-minute pack runner, 1 hour flip. That could do. That could do. Yep. I'll be honest, that will probably line up exactly what I'm sharing, though. Like, all that stuff will probably happen, and then the 1 hour will flip. And yeah, that would be a good trade. Yeah. It would be marvelous. Project X or Trade Ovate? That's tough. Probably Project X. If I had to pick one or the other, I think I'd go with Project X. Hope my cameraman's clipping it. I hope so. You paying attention? Pay attention. So every time the 30 and the higher time frame is about to close, you will wait to stake a trade or stalk a trade, because you will prefer to see the starting candle pull back a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. Especially right now, because right now is a new 4 hour candle. So we have an opening of a brand new 4 hour candle. So the best 4 hour candles tend to take 15, 20, 30, 1 hour to make their lower wick, right? Because it's a longer candle. It's going to be open for the next 4 hours, right? So it's not like where a 30-minute candle will make its wick within 2 to 3 minutes. You know, the 4-hour candle will tend to make its wick, you know, between like 15, 20, 30 minutes. So yeah, I do like to wait. But essentially, I think what you're also asking is if we get a closure, I like to see the next candle pull back a little bit and then go up. Then the answer to that would be yes. Exactly. Yeah, because you have a trend here. I know you can't really see it just yet if you haven't like kind of traded candlesticks yet, but there is a trend, right? Where you have a high, a low, higher low, higher low, and the wicks really help in terms of that market structure. But looking good, looking good. We broke the lows there on the 15. We didn't really come down for the 30, but we did break 15 lows there, so we'll see what happens now.
You don't like 1 hour?
1 hour is not bad, yeah, but I think I kind of want this closure, you know, at least a little support here. So like a celery play, like 30 celery, 1 hour flipping up, kind of like someone said in the chat. If we don't get the 15, it's okay. I mean, I would like that. That just may lower my size, you know. So if we get the 15 resistance and then a closure above, and I'm patient in that process, and I get what I'm looking for right there, I'll probably do like 10 lots. But if all we get is this 30-minute closure and I'm going to enter on the break of the highs without a closure above, then, you know, I'll probably do like 5 lots. Payouts? How long do the payouts take? It's been 10 days. I haven't received mine yet. I would either email or call whoever you're trying to get paid out from. But mine have taken about 7 days. 5 to 7 days. Speaking of payouts, once I get off this stream here, I'm going to record a video of me doing this $7,000 payout here.
Hey.
Bring me my money. So I got 4,700 on 3 accounts, totaling 14 grand, and we're gonna take half of that today. Half of that's coming with me. We're buying steaks. You're like, how does he eat filet mignon all the time? Oh, thank Top Step. Oh, today I passed my 50K challenge. Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations, you're welcome. The only thing you can really do to thank me is to win. Win in your own life. That right there is all I ask for. Is that if I'm willing to commit this time and energy to you, take it, run with it, and win. Like, I want to see you hit levels that you never thought you could do. Steaks sponsored by Goldie. Here we have a ribeye and a couple filet mignons, sponsored to you by GC. Past 6 funded accounts so far, still yet to get the payout. What changes? And it may not be technically. You may have to look within. You know, what changes? Is there a different... So, just like you can pick up the phone and call your mom, right? Or your dad or your friend. You go, hey man, how's it going? What are you doing? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Right? You know, you could take that same exact action, and this time you'd be calling a potential client, and now you're like, my name is, crap, what is my name? And the phone feels like it's like 40 pounds. You forget your name. All of a sudden, your mouth gets all dry. You can't even speak. You're trying to read the sales script. You're like, what the hell's going on? Right? That's how things work. Right? That's why when one guy can shoot on the free throw line in an empty gym, he could hit 50 in a row. But once it's the championship game and the game's on the line and the crowd is screaming and they're the away team and there's one, he's got 2 shots and he needs 1 to win, and right, the pressure starts to build up. So keep in mind, you're doing the same thing, right? You're trading the same as you did in the challenge as you are on the XFA. Yet something within has changed up. Just like that guy, or just like I'm making a phone call, right? something within has changed because now I feel nervous to make the sale or to shoot the free throw for the game-winning point. It's the same exact thing. So whenever nerves like that come together, you have to focus on your fundamentals. You have to let repetition take over and just ease you of all your nerves, and just robotic habits, robotic actions, just like you would do before that. It's a mind thing. Trust me, it's not a technical thing. It's a mind thing.
Yeah. Facts.
That's why winners have this ability to, they call it laser focus, right? They have this ability to block all the noise out, right? The greats have the ability to block it all out. You know, they can be in a crowded gym and the game is on the line and they don't hear a word. They don't hear a sound. All they go back to is their fundamental practices of the basics, right? The technicals. So we got to do the same thing. That's why I'm very stone cold in my trading. You guys ask me questions sometimes, and I know you're looking for these big, great answers, and I give you the same answer. I go, yeah, you just got to come back and look for the next best trade. And you're like, he didn't even pay attention to my question. Trust me, I did. Trust me. You got to be very stone cold like. There's not much to think about, right? You got to come back, you got to show up, and you got to play the market the way it should be. All right, Goldie's closing. NQ is, let's take a look. Yeah, we're not below for NQ here. So let's go back to gold. And there is an opportunity. So if you guys want to take this opportunity, there's a 1 hour break of the highs. I didn't get the 15 closure I'm looking for yet. So I think I'm going to be staying out until I do get that. But don't let me hold you back from this impulse trade here. All right, 1 hour still looking decent. 30 minutes still looking not that decent, overextended. 15 minute is not the greatest, so I'm going to be waiting on a closure here on the 15. One more closure and I'm in. It's got to look like this though. Yeah, happens. China war trade, yeah. How can you lose? Yeah, you got a lot of volatility in these markets this week for sure. And then you got CPI coming in tomorrow, so it's crazy. I got to wait for the closure. Yep, me too, bro. Me too. Do I want to take the buy? Hell yeah. Do I want to get in the trade? Absolutely. But can I, based off of the rule system that keeps me profitable? Not yet, unless I'm basing it off the 1 hour, right? But I'm not in this situation. But if you are, that's fine, because I can totally miss out on this move and you can get all the pips. And I'd be happy for you. But I'd also be happy if we get a nice little closure, stay above, and then I'll get in. Yeah, you got 30 minutes supports to the left, 15-minute resistance, 30 resistance, so. Boom. Oh, snap. YOLO trader in the house.
YOLO.
And Nightbot just going crazy. What's your average risk per trade? I risk about it depends on the account size. 100K about $1,000. 150 I'm willing to do like maybe like 2,000, 2,500 a trade. When the 30-minute is overextended plus 15 closure on the fresh support, do we still take the 15 closure? Yeah, if you have a new support, which is kind of like what I'm looking for. So if you have a new support, that helps, right? Versus no support at all. Yeah, so I'll hang out for one more 15 closure. If this candle can close above, then I like the longs here. And I'm going to be looking to take some buys. That also pushes us into the second half of the 1 hour candle as well. And I would much rather be getting in on that half of the candle than this front end of it. Hey, who's excited for the Masters, eh? Any other golfing bots out here? Or just me? No, I'm just kidding. They're getting ready. They're getting ready. They're going to hate you for not taking this trade. I know. Especially if it runs up green. They're going to be like, we ain't never going back there. Don't worry, don't worry. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Anybody else doing push-ups today? Hey, that's something to look at in the positive. At least you guys are getting lots of push-ups in today. Do I take most of my trades before stream? Let's just look at the data. Data tells everything. Let's look at the data here. So these are my trades. These are the time performance. So I would say the bulk of my trades are like sitting right here. Yeah, like right here. So what time is that? So that's 8 a.m. to about 12. So yeah, somewhere around this session, within this session, maybe a little bit ahead of it, a little bit behind it. But yeah, somewhere right in here. Yeah, a lot of trades taken in London too. And then, you have your, these are my afternoon trades. And then these are my Asian session. So London, New York. This will be like afternoon, and then this will be Asian. By the way, we live stream this one, and this one. So come vibe with us in the clubhouse. Duration of trades, I would say right here. Under 1 hour for sure. Under 30 minutes for the bulk. So somewhere between like 2 minutes and 15 minutes. Yeah, YouTube gets 2 hours, you know what I mean? But when we're live streaming throughout the day, I mean, we're there for 3, 6, we're there for like 9 hours covering, or 8 hours covering all the sessions. So obviously a lot more opportunities are going to be able to present themselves in 8 hours over 2 hours. Going to Vegas? Nah. Unless Green invites me, I don't know. Much love and respect. Shout out to Junior. Shout out to South Africa. Hey, I'm coming to South Africa soon. I'm going to make my way out there. I got some friends over there now. What's my RR? Again, let's just let the data answer the questions. So RR is about 2R. So average winner is about 1,000. Average loser is about 540. So almost a 2R. Which I'll take that. I'll take that. Take that all day. What are we waiting for? This candle to close above the range. So about 7 minutes. I'll let y'all know. Me and Johnny, I'm not coming without Johnny Gems.
Yo. Where?
South Africa, bro.
I had to grab my glasses.
You have to make sure what you're seeing is correct here, eh?
Yes, sir.
I think you were gonna get in on the 1 hour, did you?
Yeah, I got one lot, one micro lot on the 1 hour right now.
All right, whoever's in the buys, best of luck here. Best of luck. We got a big range here. We got a big range.
Yeah, I went very low risk.
I may be in with you guys shortly. Maybe, maybe not.
I hope so.
Give us a visit. We will. We will. Yes, Sebastian, put an order in, bro. Let's get a push here.
Facts, bro.
And Q shaping up, not looking bad either. Not looking bad either. My month is 6R. Holy smokes. W. Congrats. Why don't you trade off of the 3084 resistance you have? 3084 right here. Because if we look at price right here, and we look and we put a little white line there, and then we kind of scroll this way and take a look, we have a resistance right on the 30-minute. It's right here. Right there. So once we get above that, that's the range that I want to trade in. That's a 522 pip range. So I don't want to take a buy right on the ceiling, right? I want to take a buy on the floor. So if we're looking at ranges here and we color coordinate them, this is the yellow range and this is the white range. I don't want to take a buy at the top of the yellow range. I want to take it at the bottom of the white range, right? Because if we're taking it at the top of the yellow, then we could get jammed up right here. Right, but if we push through and make it into the other range, now we're buying from the bottom of the range, right? Where there's so much more room to go up. And there's not a resistance there threatening you, you know what I mean, to potentially block your trade from moving. I'm also not into just taking a trade to take it, like with a little lot. Like, I don't know, I'm just not, that ain't my vibe really as a trader anymore. So I want to take a good trade here. I want to make $2,000 today, $3,000 today.
Yeah.
1,500. So I'm not, I'm not going to use a little one mini or something or micro. If that's the case, I just won't make money in the markets today. I'll come back and make it tomorrow. Yeah, there's a resistance. Oh, yeah, the other one. You talking about the 15-minute one right here? Yeah, I see it. I'm bringing John. John's coming with me to South Africa. No doubt about it.
Let's do it.
Leave Johnny alone. Hey, Clayton.
That's funny.
Hey, John's making money right now. I'm not. Any push-ups today, John?
No, I did hit the gym though. No push-ups though.
Gym flow.
It's there.
Yanosh in the clubhouse. What up, Yanosh?
Yanosh.
No, the 15, as long as we get a 30 closure above, I'm not too concerned about that 15-minute resistance. Because I think that 1 hour can really get ripping here. Because there's really nothing holding the 1 hour back. Outside of maybe this previous support level. Let's see how strong it is. Yeah, other than that, there's nothing holding price back on the fresh range here, so let's see what we got. John don't care if you made money. Did you follow your plan?
Exactly. That's all I care about.
As long as he followed his plan and I followed mine, we're both doing good here.
Yes, sir.
Proverbs 30. Oh, previous 30. Previous 30. That's your sign to read Proverbs 30 here today.
Amen.
I don't know where that popped out from. Trading with Dan. Trading with Dan.
What's up, Dan?
How are you? Hey, Dan, how are you?
I get that.
All right, we got 30 and 15 closure here. 1 hour still looks really good to rip up. So a little 30-minute wick coming down. I'm going to have a buy stop on the break of the 1 hour high there. Excellent, brother. Excellent. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Trade with Dan. Always doing good.
W. Yeah, I had to do one micro because these ranges are massive right now. We're looking at like a 350 really plus pup range, plus range.
Okay, let's see if we can get a little lower wick here, and then break of the highs looks pretty good. If we don't get a lower wick, I'm gonna just root for y'all, you and John, to go to the promised land. I'll sit this one out.
Oh.
But let's see if we can get that lower wick formed. Yeah, 15, 30 closures right here.
Yeah, my did go break even. I may adjust that.
Amen, Professor Tone. Amen. Ladies, y'all can read Proverbs 31. Read 32, though. Read 32. Stop loss would be current candle lows. Yeah, pretty much. Or you can use the 15 low here because there is a chance we can come down and make that wick on the 15, right? So there's also that chance. But I want to see at least a lower wick to like 97 here. Just pop down, buy stop on the break of the highs. Energy, you ready?
Yeah. Hopefully this lower wick, hopefully I survive with this lower wick at break even.
Where's your BE? This
right
wick
at
here?
96, 30, 96.
96, okay. That's kind of where I'm looking for this wick to come to, so
And
hopefully it just misses you.
Yeah, facts. It may be smart for me to adjust it, but I don't know.
If you could always re-enter too.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it basically a break and retest? Pretty much, exactly. Like if you can kind of see it that way, like this lower wick is going to retest that support there, then yeah, that's pretty much what it's doing. Boom, 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 boom. No volume? Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. We got 10:30 here, so we're going to have London close come out too. Have I got buy stops? I don't have them yet, no. The fact that that's 25 pips is nuts.
Huh? Is it just me or did my screen like freeze? My screen like freeze? I don't know.
I don't know. See how NQ closed here too? Oh, Doji. NQ is actually not bad at all. Yeah, as long as you're staying above this zone here, everything looks pretty good to me. Yeah, we also may be running a little low on volume.
Yeah, could be. Definitely could be.
Yeah, I think what we can do too here is wait for a celery, right? Kind of like we did. So now if we get that pattern above here, that'll look so much better. Plus, we will confirm. Actually, we won't confirm that the 1 hour closes above. Yeah, I think that's good enough for me. Yeah, where's my buy stop? Here it is. Yeah, so I think if we kind of re-break the 1 hour high at this point, we should move up. If anything, then you wait. If we don't get activated, then we wait for support now, right here, and then we reset a buy stop. Something like that. And then at that
I got
point,
break even on that.
yeah, at that point you could even, use the buy stop here instead. Yeah, I think that's my sign. Stops again a bit big here too. Let's see. Just 90 pips, no big deal. So yeah. A break of the 30 highs, yeah. I just deleted. I'll wait. We'll stick around a little longer here. We'll stick around a little longer. We're trying to get this trade off, but we need proper familiar price action to do it.
Sure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I think here. I gotta go to the store, so.
All right, cool.
Still looking good though. Yeah.
Are we overextended? On the 30-minute, we are, but you see that support here that was formed? Like, we can use that as we're no longer overextended. But, I mean, I think either way, a 30 closure above this range, like another one, would really confirm that if we close bearish, we break the highs in the next candle, we should move up. And that'll kind of cure our overextendedness that we got going on here. Yeah, I think I'll wait for 30 celery. 1 hour also, I mean, it looks good here, right? You got a closure above, everything looks nice. 15-minute kind of giving us the lower wick. What would be really awesome is if we actually grabbed the pack there, right? If we came down, tapped that bottom wick there, and then closed above, that would be just perfect.
Yep.
FOMC. Yeah, we got a meeting later. Yep.
All right, yeah, bro. I think I'm gonna call it now. I'll
All right, my
chat with you a little
brother.
bit later.
Have fun.
All
Have fun
right.
at the store.
Say
Yes,
thanks, bro.
Lele. I'll see you later,
Appreciate it. Cool. I'll catch you later. Peace out, chat. Have a good day. God bless you all.
bro. Yeah. What up?
See you tomorrow. Cool. Peace, peace.
No, not yet. Still early. A big bull? Yeah, it was a big bull. That's right. Don't erase that. Those are Daddy's master plans right there. Got to keep him away from the whiteboard. I'm 6 contracts on this one if we get activated. Nice. If we get that, oh yeah, there he is. How you doing? He made his appearance worldwide. He's worldwide now. The pack runner? Yeah, pack runner would be nice too. Yep. What are you doing, mister? Huh? Say hi to everyone. Kingman's back. He was with us earlier on in the stream. He's back. Yeah, he's back. I trade standing up? Yeah, I do actually. He's outside the door. Bye. Bye. Kingman was with us early today. He started the stream with me. Daniel, who you looking like you're about to shoot over there, bro? Yo, looks like he's looking at the car next to him like, you know, I'm going to hit you with this blessing gun right now. Alright, Kingman's out. The pack runner would also create a bottom wick for the 15-minute candle that has no wick yet. Exactly. Yeah, that would be nice. See how the last trade just kind of fuzzed back down, you know? So there's no point. Sometimes there's, you know, no point for me at this point to, you know, take the trade like that. It would be a celery play instead of a breakout because we don't have a top wick. No, so what makes this a celery play is, let's redraw the candles, right? So you got this candle, right? Boom. You got this bearish candle over here, right? That closed like really weak, right? And then you got this next candle that closed above. So the only thing that would make this next move a celery play is if this candle, this bearish candle here, can close back above the range here. And what that would look like is that would look something like this, where the candle does close bearish, but it closes above the range, right? And then I think the buys are still good, you know, valid to continue up. But if the candle closed the way it looks now, which is below the range, so it kind of looks something more like this, then there's no buys, right? Because now you got a fake out here, and you never know. Price could just continue ripping down, or we can start to range, and we're clearly running out of some volume, right? You guys can clearly see that. So, yeah. So what makes this a celery over a fake out is whether or not that bearish candle is going to close above the zone. But yeah, I'll stick around for this last closure, and then if we got nothing, we'll get up out of here. We stalked today. We were stalking. Had a bunch of great ideas. Understood direction, just nothing that really led us in the door yet, right? Especially down here where we were really trying to make our way in, but just couldn't get in. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Did someone say crumble cookie? Cookie crumble? Hey, yo, check this out. I gotta show you guys something. This is wild. Hold on, let me go into Zoom on my phone real quick. This is wild. Shame on the American people and any other country that does some stupid stuff like this. Hold on. Hey, this is crazy. Where is it? I might be over exaggerating. I don't know. I think this is wild. Chat, look at that. Okay. This is lotion. Gang. Strawberry crumb cake. Lotion, TK. Who wants the confetti? Hey, who's grabbing the confetti? The crumble confetti for conditioner or whatever. Shame on the people of the world. Shame on y'all, man. Anyone picks this up, I'm done. Yo, could you just imagine? I want to see the ingredients on this thing. At least have the cookie dough on. Damn. Lemon glaze. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, gang. My girl come around me smelling like lemon glaze. It's over. Yo, you eat some crumble in the shower. Some of y'all are weird too. You'll start tasting it. You start tasting it, doing some funky stuff, some weird stuff, some stuff you do and don't tell anyone about. Yo, but that's wild. That's wild. And am I tripping, or is Elon Musk's X sitting right there? That's insane. Can we get an ingredient list on that? Because that's wild. All right, so we close back below. I think that's a sign. Between the freaking closures and the crumble cookie shampoo, I think it's time to go. Will they have Tradeovate and other brokers? I think they're working on it. Yeah, they wanted to start off with Project X because that seems to be like the big hit right now in the industry. But all right, maybe I'll stay for one more closure. Yeah, we'll stay for the 30 closure. Retarded. Yo, the American people. If that's just in America, oh man. Yeah, I think Project X the best platform too. Just stay till Asian. NQ, let's take a look. Not looking good. Not looking good. 15-minute just chopping here, so 30 has no idea what's going on. 1 hour's trying to make a move. 4 hour just got started here, so. Longest stream of the year? Yeah, maybe. Hey, you guys know when I first started the stream, it was 6:45 to like 11:30 every day. That's a full-time job right there. But during that time, I figured, what's the best time to be here for? I'm not too interested in NQ here at the moment, so we'll just lock in on gold. Yeah, so 30 closure above looks good. I think I'll re-add buy stops. 30 closure below, I will not take sells, and I will probably just call it a day, or I will wait for a close below. So if we do close bearish here below, I'm not going to take a sell like that. I would need a support. Just a simple support, then a closure below. Otherwise, you open yourself up for a fake out. So if you wait for that fresh new close below, then you can take clean sells. But if you just try and execute off the resistance alone, a lot of times when you're in this bullish market, you'll get like a wick down and then closure above and blow your account. How to join the TT fam? You're here, brother. You're here, right here, Monday through Friday. New York session every single day. I won't be here this Friday though, so yeah, if you want to join the clubhouse, that's going to be more so like where we trade multiple sessions, and you could find that in the clubhouse link here. Kid crying in the background. I was like, guys, I'm about to dip, and then I hear, you know what? Actually, I'll stick around for another closure here. Yeah, that sounds great. Where my dad's at? Oh, man. Come to think of it, you know what? I might stick around for the 30 closure. Poopy diapers too? Yeah, definitely. This looks really good. Honey, we're gonna need 30 minutes. Clubhouse? Yeah. You could join. You guys can join the clubhouse just by hitting ! clubhouse in the chat, and then that'll bring you there. Or you can go to timedeattrading.com and you can find everything there. I know the kids need us, but my internet friends need me more. Yeah, you're accidentally learning the trade. There you go. W. NQ stealing a bunch of folks' money. I think that's fair to say here today, Larry. I think that's certainly fair to say. I think gold's doing the same, believe it or not. I don't think everyone's handling the gold price action the way we are, being patient and not doing much. Playing defense here today. Glad we didn't take NAS now. There you go, boys. No trade day today? Could be. If we have a no trade day today, that'll be, I think, is that my first no trade day? No, I think that'll be my first no trade day of the month. So we'll see. Number 9, can we fill it? Can we fill number 9? I haven't had a no trade day I even traded this Sunday here. I haven't had a no trade day since the 24th. So that was 2 weeks ago. A little over 2 weeks. Why don't I trade pullbacks like ICT? I just never studied the concepts. No trade day today means 2 trades tomorrow. You never know. We might hit a 3-peat. You know, we had 3 yesterday, so that kind of counts for the rest of the week. No, I'm just kidding. We had 3 beauties yesterday. And I do trade pullbacks sometimes, but they gotta line up for me, which this one hasn't yet. Does no trade today mean 2 trades tomorrow, or does 3 trades yesterday mean no more trades for the rest of the week? Besides sessions, how can you tell when there's volume? Great question, Q. 3 ways that I really look for volume. So obviously number 1 is going to be sessions, session opens. Number 2 is going to be either during or a little after news. And then number 3 is going to be after consolidation and you get a breakout. Typically that indicates volume coming in. So breakouts, news, and session opens are what I tend to bank on for volume. Session opens, like London Open, New York Open, Asian Open, NYSE Open. Any news, especially orange folders, yellow folders, and red. And then anytime you're looking at a long period of consolidation and you get a breakout, all those indicate high volume coming in. So even if the breakout happens not on a session time, it still indicates volume pouring into the market. Let's see, will that 30 low hold on? Well played. Oh, nice. Look at this. Potential moving down here. We got movement. Yeah, this looks actually not bad. If the candle closed below but then breaks the highs, would I buy? No, if this candle closed below, I'm done on gold here. Yeah. Unless we get a new support later and then close below, I'd be open for sells, but it's too bullish. Too bullish. So maybe if we get a close below here, then take sells. That. Kind of like NQ. See how NQ kind of made this little range now? On the 15. That's the 5 on the 15. So it made a support, and then a closure below that support would be pretty valid. No trade in a day means trade with full margin. Later equity. Nice name too, by the way. Oh yeah, that's right. 4 hours still very bullish. Yeah, if there's gonna be a fake out, it's gonna happen somewhere in here. Somewhere within that range, probably. Alright, we got 4 minutes. I'll be right back. BRB. Alright, let's see here. I'm getting slightly bored, not gonna lie, and a little bit impatient. So I don't want to take a stupid trade. So if it's there, it's there. If not, I'm out of here. 2-minute move on NQ. Oh, nice. Yeah, NQ be putting out the pips, man. Lower time frames. We'll talk more about the lower time frames mid quarter 2. Late quarter 2. I'm going to work on it a little bit in the clubhouse, and then we'll chat more about that. Placing trades on another account in the other room. That'd be nice. That'd be nice if there was a trade. Only if there was a trade. What's going on in the clubhouse? Okay. Again, guys are getting roasted over here by energy. Is that what's going on? Energy. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Bring the energy. Bring that energy. Keep that energy. Am I going to stay longer in the clubhouse? I don't know. Do you guys want me to? Does the clubhouse want me to stay longer? The clubhouse gets what the clubhouse wants. How much percentage you make per month? It's all different. This month I'm up 16,000. Last month I made 22,000. Month before that, just ridiculous. So it's always different. Always different. If that's a fake out, can't we take buy? Which one? Which one? If it breaks out, yeah, exactly. If it breaks out of the resistance again, then yeah, the buys look really good. Really, really good. $16K, yeah. I'm not sure what percentage that is, but that's just the dollar amount. I really don't go off percentages anymore, believe it or not. I used to be very big into percentages, but now I just keep it simple. Yeah, I'm gonna take 7,000 after the stream here, so I'm gonna take almost half of that 16K. I'm qualified for some payouts here. All right, Goldie's back in the range. NQ. No bottom wick. So no cellulars happening here on NQ. I'm an anti-bully. I could tell. Dylan, what do you think, man? It looks like Dylan wants to get going. Dylan was telling me he really loves his wife, M, and that he wants to spend much more time with her today. He even pops her initial up. Look at this. This is beautiful. What a guy. What a guy. What a guy to be in a relationship with. I'll tell you. That Dylan cat, man, he's something else. He really is. Wow. I think we should end the stream because I think Dylan really does want to go see his wifey. Yeah. Dylan, were we taking too much of your time now? He's like, yeah, I want to learn because I want to provide the greatest life for the greatest wife. But I also want to spend time with her too, So I understand it, It's kind of like the entrepreneurial dilemma. But he'll make it happen. He'll make it happen. All right. Anyone else got any good questions before we head out? Any other good questions? I think I'm done here. I'm getting bored and impatient. So that means it's time for me to get off the desk. Anyone? I am willing to help you guys with some questions, though. Is there anything change about Raja's strategy that suits you? Is there anything you've changed about Raja's strategy that suits you? And the only thing I've really changed is really waiting for confirmations, even when I take impulse trades. So there's a difference between taking an impulse trade based off of volume and then taking an impulse trade based off of like volume and some type of candlestick confirmation. So that's pretty much all I've done. And then obviously I've thrown my own little gist into the mix with my own experience and what I've learned just picking up things on a day-to-day. Trading for the last 2 years, but not even break even. You gotta look into your trades. Journal your trades. Understand what you're doing, right? So if you're not break even, that means you're losing more than you're winning. You need to find out why, right? The best question in the world is a 3-letter word. Why? You could even shorten it to 1 letter. How you doing, right? That's the best question. So if you're wondering why you're maybe not where you want to be, just ask why. And if you need some help, let us know. We'll take a look at your trades and we'll do anything we can to help you. If you guys aren't in the Discord yet and you want to send charts and trades and things like that and get some feedback, then you guys can join our free Discord and you can post all your charts and things like that and ask us questions on the stream. We'll pull it up and give you some feedback. FOMC? No, I'm probably not trading FOMC later. Yeah, I'm exhausted. It's been a long work day. It's been a long work day. I need to chill. I need to get out of here. Let's see. I got time for just a few more questions. What type of businesses do you run? Trading, education, e-commerce, just some other investments that I like to use, crypto stuff, a couple different ways. Why do you use the 4-hour and the daily? Because they are the best to guide me during my, little 3-hour sessions. Thank you, Nick. All right, Sandro, see you later. Just learned about the playbook. Is there one setup of the 4 that is most consistent? Yes. And I'm going to be dropping a video on that today. And that video is going to be all about my #1 trading setup here. So be sure to check that video out later. But just to show you what it is, it's going to be the onion play, right? If we go to my trade Zelda right here, we stretch it out. We'll take a look at the playbook and this position right here. So I'm going to talk about that in this video. But this one right here, over 45 trades, almost 50 trades, still holding a 93% win rate on the year. So magnificent move when you understand how to use it properly by correlating time frames, and I'll teach you a little bit about that in this video I'm going to drop here in a few minutes. Let's see. Cheers, mates. Cheers. You talked about why you didn't take the trade earlier. There was no confirmation, no entry or no setup. It was either one or the other. What up, Lee? We're about to head out, but we'll be back tomorrow. Fresh top down on gold. Yeah, fresh top down on gold. Let's do it. So basically now you need, so here's what I'm looking for. I'm either looking for a potential move back up. Let me grab my drawing tools here. So if we can move back up here, right? Close above the range, I like the buys, whether that's 1 candle or 2 candles, whatever it takes to get up there. I like the buys above that fake out. If we can't get back above there and we do plant a bullish candle, right, this, then I personally will put a support right here. If you can see, we'll drag it here too. And then I'll look for a bearish closure below, and that would give me the green light now to take a sell. So that's it. There still could be room to trade gold here today. But right now there's like no volume, and like I said, I'm getting bored. So all right, cool, gang. So that's it for me today. I hope y'all have a great day. Clubhouse, what we doing? What we doing, y'all? We done here, or what you guys want to do? Call it or what? Call it or keep it. Call it or keep it. Let's call it. Let's call it. Yeah, Clubhouse is smart. Call it. All right, cool. All right, we out of here. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope you guys learned something here today. If you guys did, give the stream a like, sub to the channel. Come back tomorrow with questions, and we'll trade CPI together tomorrow. So keep an eye out. I am going to do a big payout here today, and keep an eye out for that #1 trading setup video. I'll drop that here in a little bit. All right. Love y'all. Hope you guys have a great day, and we will see you guys mañana. Deuces, my friends. Peace, peace. Enjoy. Don't over risk. Don't over trade. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Yeah, trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center. Bullseye, hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the most vision. Trendsetter told them before, but they don't listen. Better, bring a better bad because I'm bigger, better. Solo, single, selling several shows at every single second. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Kinda came and crushed the competition, hope they get the message. Look, living it fast, spinning my M in the bag. I never go slow, thinking I'll crash. End up a thing in the past, they know I won't though. Big fish catching me, they gon' need a bigger boat. Ironic how the world stops when I spin a globe. always showing up. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Price hit the top and it's going up. I'm a trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center. Yeah, trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center.
B.O.D. Get the spell check, a fact check, and prevent errors going up. See the bent lever, jalapeno hot, y'all just red peppers. All y'all copying copies, but I'm left center. And your shorty glitching on me like a tech center. Hit her with a French tenor. Crazy, wait until I do the next record. I leave head severed. I don't need to hit the bench ever. But if I do, I'm PRing to the next level. Condo flights to Lufthansa. Already know who you people fans of. Call me Big Daddy in a big body Wrangler. Call me Big Daddy Adam Sandler. Bullseye, aiming for a cottage with a poolside. Full size.
Always showing up. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Price hit the top and it's going up. I'm a trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center. So tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island.